Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces high priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply. Leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be presenting to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. So guys, honey, look, I was working on some other projects, honey, doing some other darn things, okay? And obviously, it was like called to come on here and do some darn work, honey, okay? Because the enemy refused to get out of my energy and leave me alone, okay? Which is so trippy because for so many people to like dislike me, hate me, working against me, they just can't get enough of me, honey. They just can't leave me the hell alone. So we are going to get into some messages, honey. We're going to see what's going on, guys. Okay. When I was fixing my daughter something to eat, I was sitting up here thinking about this, or what have you, guys. Okay. So I think like our topic today for this reading, we're going to be talking about the people who are working against you, collective. Okay. Especially those of you all who are targeted individuals. Okay. Those of you all who know you are being targeted. Okay. And you are a real targeted individual, guys. Okay. I feel like this reading is definitely going to resonate for you, all, guys. Okay, but I was sitting up thinking about this. Okay, and so Spirit was like, I was just kind of just within my own self. Okay, I was like, the people who are working against the collective are predators. Okay, which is quite interesting, and it's like nobody with common, it's like basically either nobody with common sense or nothing except for the people who are under attack is aware of this. Okay, because all the people, I kid you not, all the people who are targeting you, attacking you, working against you, bullying you, trolling you, harassing you, stalking you, invading you, violating you, disrespecting you. I mean, we can go on and on and on about all the different things that these people are doing. They are predators. Okay? Some of them worse than others. Okay? From drug addicts to drunks to rapists to murderers to con artists, frauds, thieves to traffickers to, okay, you have nothing but predators who are working against you. There's not one person that is and that is a part of targeting you, attacking you, who are righteous, upstanding individuals. Okay, who are working against you for a worthy cause. They are righteous in what they are doing. Okay, which we know that to matter of factly be a lie, because if these people who are attacking you were righteous in anything that they were doing, it wouldn't be a need for them to work against you in secret. It wouldn't be a need for them to be in hiding. It wouldn't be a need for them to do anything illegal or unorthodox or anything like that. Okay, and so I said, I don't really care how long it takes. Okay, even if it's to the detriment of myself. Maybe I'm the person to do it or to get it done, but something needs to be done to get laws changed. There needs to be laws in the books, because the people that are enduring on a daily basis the things that we have to endure. Well, first of all, the people, the attackers, the predators, okay, they pride themselves in being, unseen, unfound, you don't understand what I'm saying, untouchable, and different things like that, okay? Which is the reason why they're, they so high and mighty, sit up on their pedestals gloating about all the awful, evil, wicked, toxic things that they're doing to you. And interestingly enough, the very things that those of us who are being targeted go through every single day, our very attackers would not want those things being done to them. Okay, so say for instance, those of us who are having our privacy and our human rights invaded and violated, the very people who are working against us would not want their privacies and human rights invaded and violated. Okay, those of them who are stalking us, harassing us, tracking us, hacking us, all these things or whatever, our very attackers would not want these things to be done to them. The projecting of negative energies on us, those who they have recruited to do the witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, and voodoo on us, those who are running their psychological operations, they're using their militarized weapons and all of their other demonic devices, okay, which, is illegal technology being used. By the government, those people would not want the same thing done to them. Okay? Yet they wholeheartedly, they have no problem with doing these things to other people. You understand what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, and you can, the easiest way for you to think about this or whatever, to keep me from going on and on and on, is if you were doing what your enemies are doing, if you were doing to your enemies what your enemies are doing to you every day, no matter who they are, what level they're on, what position, title, or role they have, whatever, wealth, whatever, no, it doesn't matter. If you were doing to your enemies what they are doing to you, they would make you the problem immediately. Okay? Especially for those of them who are in government and in power. Okay? A lot of people hear authority, hear words like leaders, authority, persons in power, wealthy elites, sophisticated, educated, degree having people who are in prominent positions, leadership positions, authoritarians, and different things like that. Y'all blindly, willfully, ignorantly trust these individuals, okay? And they're the very people who abuse their authority and their power every single day. Even when it comes to persons, all persons who are wealthy. So even when it comes to, like, say, celebrities and different things like that, what have you, these people abuse their power and abuse their authority every single day. But if if it was really eye for an eye around here, and we were to do to our enemies what our enemies are doing to them, it would be a problem. Okay? And you can look at it in any way, shape, form, and fashion that you want to. They will make you the problem immediately for crimes that they willfully commit every single day, okay? Because they're not doing, some old petty Rudy Poo ass shit. They are doing things that are invading, that are breaking laws, biblically and legally. They're breaking laws, spiritual laws, as well as as far as law and order goes. Okay, they're breaking all laws. These are lawless, soulless, heartless individuals. There needs to be laws that are changed. Okay, because a lot of these bitches that's running around here thinking, they somebody special, they got some type of specialized guru as type of power and abilities and authority. Y'all would have been burnt at the stake long the fuck time ago. Many of you bitches would have been beheaded long time ago. Back in the day. No bullshit. Because if you think about it, it's a combination of things, but a lot of things that these people are doing, that our attackers are doing, are on the books, are in law. Okay? It's not just breaking spiritual laws, okay? That taps into the demonic things and different things like that that they're doing, the evil and the wicked things that they are doing. Okay, but there are a lot of things that goes on every single day that breaks laws that are in the books. This is why other laws need to be added. Okay, these black witches, warlocks, sorcerers, sorceress, dark priests, or priests, any person, I don't give a damn what their title is, but any person that is a part of anything that is practicing anything that could bring hurt, harm, and danger to another, or invade and violate the simple rights of another, like their privacy and their simple privacies and human rights, they should be persecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Why? Because they are committing premeditated crimes. Okay? I'm sorry, but if you got a witch that's doing death spells on someone, they're doing that death spells with the hopes that that person is dead. It's no difference than the person that has a gun and is plotting and planning to go and shoot and kill someone. It is premeditated murder. And they need to be held responsible for that. Any type of witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo that is being done, first of all, any persons who do that type of work are doing so for the purposes of manipulating another person, controlling another person in some type of way, hurting or harming or endangering a person in some type of way, which means that you are stripping away another person's free will because of your desires, your beliefs, your doing. Okay? So there needs to be laws changed for these people that's parading around here and thinking that they are untouchable and they can't be brought to justice for the evil, wicked, hateful, spiteful things that they are doing. And because everywhere we turn, this entire world is run off of satanic, masonic, and demonic shit. The signs and the symbolisms is everywhere. It's in everything. And I feel like only reason why there hasn't been any laws put on the books directly about any of these things, because a lot of the people that you call authority, that you call leaders, are in cults, covens, and secret societies who practice dark arts, who participate in these very things. They would have to be held accountable as well. But it's high time that these things are changed, okay? I don't care who you are, what type of power you have, what type of wealth you have, what bloodline you come from, how much privilege you got. That doesn't mean you own another person. There is nothing written biblically nor legally that says we as the people have to bow down and worship and submit and obey and conform to the wickedness in high places, the shadow government, the wealthy elite, the satanic powers that be. It don't say that nowhere. And these are the people that created the fucking laws. You would think things that they wanted enforced, they would have written it in the fuck law and enforced it. Because the people, you know how many things is being enforced upon the people right now just because it was put into law by those persons, regardless of how they feel about it? So if it was meant for it to be that way, you so sophisticated, educated, illuminated, so high in my eyes, running, ruling, and controlling everything, you should have wrote that into law. No, instead, it was not. It's just like Luciferianism, Satanism, devil worship. That's what they stand for. That's what they're about. But if they wanted it to be that way, then how come you didn't implement that and make that so when you had the power to do so? Instead, You secretly partook in that. And you have forced that upon every generation and all of the children and everything else, which is the reason why things are so awful and evil and wicked in the world that we live in today. If you wanted the people to be slaves and puppets and patsies for the satanic powers that be, if we really didn't have any freedoms, if we really didn't have any rights, why would you say so? Why would you write that? Why would you implement that into law? So you offered a lie. You blatantly lied to people when you didn't have to, because you had all the power and authority. See, that's what pisses me off about these individuals. They invade and violate and break the very laws that they fucking created. The same laws that for regular, everyday, average Joe people, they will hold you to. But if they themselves are completely the fuck exempt from. That is not okay. Make it make sense, Tiffany. I tell you what, go back to slavery. Okay? In America, there was a lot of people who were slaves, but we're going to specifically talk about America. Okay? Now, if slavery, and in a time that slavery was going on, the people who indulged themselves in slavery and enslaving people, owning people as their property, they acted as if they were righteous for doing so. It was actually written into law in that time before those laws were changed, which is why the people were doing so. They were a part of slavery. You understand what I'm saying? But if they were in fact righteous for enslaving people, then that means that it would have been just as righteous for others to enslave them, right? Absolutely not. Because they trained you. You do as I say, not as I do. See, I can do this to you because I can, but you dare not do this to me, or you will face death. Give you a more modern example. How many of y'all ever heard of Julian Assange? Now, I'm not really sure exactly where Julian Assange is for, but if you just look, or is from, but if you just look at the charges Julian Assange got, okay? Now, he ended up being busted, okay? Allegedly, I feel like for like hacking they claimed he, the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, and stealing, emails, and this is when all of that shit was going on. We're not getting into that. That's not the point. You understand what I'm saying? My point is Julian Assange was apprehended and arrested. This is a person that's not even an American citizen. They did not even arrest him on American soil. They went somewhere where he should have been not even extraditable back to America. Okay? But America made some type of pact, some type of deal over where he was at in some other country. And when it got him and brought him to America to imprison him. Okay? But why was he in prison? He was in prison. Julian Assange, think about it, y'all, was in prison for something that our own American leaders do to their people every fucking day. They hack us. They track us, don't they? They invade and violate our privacies. Oh, but because this person did it to leaders in power, oh, they had to take them. They had to take them. You see how did you see? They panties was in the wire, baby. They didn't like that. They opt out to finding Snowden to go hunt down Julian the fuck Assange. And Snowden is an American citizen and used to work for the government. He's been on the run ever since. If you'll think about it, Snowden, before it really got really big and rampant on the fact that people were or targeted individuals existing and different things that was going on that were being exposed, Snowden was the one that came out and told y'all about these technologies and that it was going the fuck on. And when he found out about it, he began to speak out the fuck about it. He been on the run. This man had been on the run every goddamn since. Because the United States won. Whatever the fuck they call that when they claim that you've given away government secrets, but it shouldn't even be a government fucking secret because in the first place, because you should not be doing this. Snowden, watch them videos on Snowden. He told you. The technology that they had, first of all, they could see anybody at anywhere, at any time, any place, even in the privacy of your own home. The technology they can use, they could like literally invade and violate anybody that they wanted to anywhere against your fucking will. And you want to imprison this man for speaking on government secret? Bitch, it should not even be a government secret. Now he did take to because there's a movie that shows some clips about different things or whatever, and they claim in that movie it claimed that he on the one part that he took something from where he was working at. He took something from high security place. He took something from there that had like the technology or the information on it or whatever about what they were doing and things like that or what have you. And I could see how that, you know, would, be, against the law or something like that or what have you. But this man just telling the American people, hey, the government has technology and is using such and such resources to invade and violate Americans' privacy, which it encroaches upon their human rights. Ever so that poor man had to be on the run ever since. Ever since. That man can't even come the fuck back home. He having to stay in other countries and different things like that where he can't be extradite, and different things like that. But so what the reason why I brought this up is so was Julian Assange. The country where Julian Assange was made a deal with the American fucking leaders and ratted him out, set him up, and allowed Americans to go over there and take this man from the country he was in that he should not have even been able to even be extradited from to America, somewhere he is not from. But look at the crimes. And that man, y'all ain't seen or heard from that man since I guarantee he probably somewhere in a fucking dungeon, deep down underground, one of them bunker ass type of goddamn goddamn cells or some shit. No bullshit. No bullshit. But the man, I'm talking about the crimes that he was charged with. He was charged with crimes that our own United States leader commit every single day. Without question, without remorse, against its own American citizens. They passed H.R. 6666. Right in y'all fucking face, but y'all was too busy fraudulently getting PPP loans and shit. And no one good damn hell way you didn't have no fucking business and shit. You had no business messing with no federal fucking money. But you live and you learn. Some of y'all motherfuckers is learning right now, playing with federal goddamn money. Y'all was too busy worrying about them goddamn stimulus checks. That shit was a distraction. And in your goddamn face, they passed H.R. 6666. Which is basically a bill to track and trace your ass anywhere. And y'all went along with it. It wasn't no argument. It wasn't no pushback. It was barely a fucking vote, bitch. The shit was unanimous. It wasn't no uprising. It wasn't no protesting. No riots. Nothing. No hooping. No hollering. Nothing. People hit. Black on black crime happen every single motherfucking day. But y'all the only goddamn race that is trying to convince white folks that your life matter. You the only culture that feel like you have to do that. Like you don't know that your life matter all on your fucking own. But black lives don't even matter amongst our own kind because y'all working each other every goddamn day. But as soon as a white man happen to kill a black goddamn person, y'all want to hoop and holler and march and protest and lewd and shit like that. And when it comes to the good white folk, from lower class to middle class to upper motherfucking class, they seem not to get into an uproar with the NRA, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's some type of violations against the NRA and they second to fuck them in. I mean, you talk about coming to take their goddamn guns and shit. Oh, that's when they gonna protest and march and storm capitals and shit. But I know nothing else seemed to get y'all's fucking attention. Nothing else. And it's demonic shit that is happening every single day. I kid you not. People are hypocrites. I'm bringing this up because these people are fucking hypocrites. There are laws that's on the books that is literally being broken, that is being violated every single day by the very people who call themselves leaders and fucking authorities. And then they try to flip it, reverse it, and fucking perverse it. And try to force their way, their law, their order upon other fucking people, regular, everyday, average Joe ass fucking people. I heard somebody say today, there is more people who are in authority, in power, in leadership. That's got more charges on their ass in a little bit, and many of them ain't seen a day in court, let alone jail or prison. Shit that any fucking body else would be busted for the fucking media. There needs to be laws on the fucking books against people who are using mind control experimentations, or human experimentations. People need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law who is doing that. Mind control, brainwashing, monarch program, any type of illegal programming that's being used to invade and violate the minds, the bodies, the souls, the spirits of people every single day. And this shit is going on every single day. It needs to be on the books. Laws. These people need to be brought to fucking justice. These witches around here, these warlocks that think they fucking bad and gurus and unmotherfucking touchable with that bullshit that they fucking doing. You start locking them bitch up and they can have whole motherfucking seance in the motherfucking penitentiary, bitch. And see, can't they do some spell work to fuck to get out of there. See how good they motherfucking magical powers the fuck is in there. Cause there's a lot of people who are under attack. There are people who have fallen. Do you know how many people who have been slain, who have died because of selfish, greedy, bitch-made ass people who are sellouts, set them up to be sacrificed so they can get a come up, so they can get some money, so they can get a higher position, title, or role? Every person who has ever sacrificed somebody for your own selfish self, you should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That is murder. Whether you do it by your own hand or not, bitch, that's called murder for hire. That's called premeditated murder. Those are laws that's on the fucking books. Stalking is a motherfucking crime. Harassment is a motherfucking crime. Illegal search and seizures is a motherfucking crime. Cruel and unusual punishment is a motherfucking crime. Hate crimes against humanity is a motherfucking crime, bitch. Domestic terrorism is a motherfucking crime. These are all laws that are on the books, and all these laws are being broken every single fucking day. And somebody got to be held accountable. And all the blame can be put on the brainwashed, dumbed down, mind controlled, sold out, do anything for money masses, blind sheeple. Because who they cult leaders? Who they handlers? People in authority, people in power, people with connections, people with backing, people who are in particular fucking positions to give them orders to do all the shit that they fucking do. There needs to be laws need to be changed. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And this shit is going on. They can try to deny it if they fucking want to, but people all over the world are experiencing these things and talking about these things. We don't know each other from fucking Adam. We ain't linked up, communicating with one another to come up with the same motherfucking lie or any damn thing like that. These bitches start being prosecuted for their persecution against fucking people. They sit their asses down somewhere and have several fucking seats. Collective, your enemies, those who are working against you, your attackers, your oppressors, your trolls, the bullies, the game stalkers, all those working against you are predators, perpetrators, who has the audacity to be working against you. And as I said, they're not righteous and they are not upstanding in the least bit, because if they were, then there wouldn't be no need for them to be doing what they're doing in secret, in hiding, behind closed doors, behind your back. Spirit, give us clear and accurate messages. Give us clear and accurate messages about the situation. I'm seeing here the enemy is big mad, collective. The enemy is big mad. Racism is real. Witch coven rituals. Yeah. Game over. Something need to be game over. It's about to be game over. Or it is game over. Spirit say the rabbit hole goes deep. There could be a hitman that was caught in action at the scene of the crime. Betrayal. It's over. It's over now. Move over. Your game shut down. Sorry. Premeditated murder. Devil worshippers. Your sold out enemies are getting played and hustled by the satanic powers that be. Somebody could be tampering with some type of evidence. Somebody could have been plotting. They could have been plotting to rob you, collective. Somebody's trying to find a way out. There's a whole thing. I'm seeing family crime mob here. Voodoo. Two-faced it. They get mad and hate you when they can't control you or manipulate you for their own ill will. Lost court case. Shiesty individuals in on the setup. Sellouts don't work for God. They're shepherds for the devil. Bad juju. There could even be somebody who want to fake apologize and come to a compromise because they betrayed you, collective. Somebody's mom is a hating ass bitch. Spirit, give us one more, please. Give us one more. Damn. Again, I'm seeing human trafficking here, tampering with evidence again. They're plotting to rob you, trying to find a way out. Family crime mob. Somebody trying to find a way out of some type of family crime mob here. Some heavy voodoo is going on as well. These are some two-faced ass individuals. Okay. hmm I'm seeing big bad ass big bad bullies, illegally funded government operations, broken promises, major deals and money moves, the HNIC, the head nigga in charge. They're mad they can no longer play in your face. Ultimate betrayal for wealth, power, status, and privilege. It's a lot going on here, y'all. There's a lot going on here. Secret society, police involvement, cover up. So the police could be involved in some type of cover up, yeah, of gang stalking. There's a lot of messages that want to come out here. More messages than I got on the yeah. They smile in your face all the while they want to take your place. Those backstabbers. Somebody selling ass for the devil. Spirit, any other messages? Give me two more. There can't be peace if they already declare war. A whole karmic family is evil to the core. Spirit, give me one more. Lies and deceptions, happiness haters, domestic terrorism. Okay, guys, so we have here the enemy big mad, racism is real, witch coven rituals, guys. Okay, they in schemes of teams, guys. Okay, working against you. That's some coward ass shit. That's literally like you being, imagine one person walking down the street, and then a whole, let's say 20, 30 people come up from behind this one person and jump them. That's some coward ass bullshit. Coward ass bullshit. Okay? Now imagine that. This one person, and they get 30 people that sneak up on them from behind and jump them. Not only is that a coward, but because this one person is outnumbered, they're liable to be hurt or beat or whatever, and then this group of individuals run off and like, oh yeah, we beat that bitch ass, we did that and the other, we did this, we did that, bitch, you know. Not because you was one on one with a person, because it took a whole team of you to attack a person. Y'all have a group of witches who belong to some type of coven working together, doing spell work on you, doing rituals, some type of witch coven rituals going on against you, collective. So we got the enemy big mad, racism is real, witch coven rituals, and these bitches think they bad. They think they something special. Y'all need a whole team, scheme a team of individuals. These bitches think they tough, but you sell out. You a sellout. Y'all cowards. You needed your whole two little crew to work against one person, and then run around gloating like you doing something special. Not only are you working against them in secret, you and a whole group of individuals to work against that one person in secret. So you a secret witch, a secret sellout, a secret Satanist, a secret devil worshiper, a secret witch, warlock, whatever. You a secret bully. Everything about them is secret. Top secret and class. Everything about these motherfuckers is top secret and classified, but they all up in between all your business. What always amazes me with these When these old witches and warlocks and sorcerers and sorceress and dark priests and priestess and the witch practitioners and the Wiccans and the illusionists and the voodooists and all of them, the whole lot of them. What I don't get is none of they supposed work that they think is so special. I mean, you got some witches out here that swear they just like they certified to be doing what they doing. Like they specialized to be doing what they doing. Like they the cream of the crop guru in what it is they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they the best of the best in what it is they do. Like this, they were specially made for what it is that they do. But what they do, they don't do for good. You ever notice that? You know how many rapists and murderers, human traffickers, child abusers, women beaters, all kinds of toxic ass people out here. But that none of the witches, the warlocks, the sorcerers, the dark priests, none of the folks in power, they're not tracking and tracing them. They're not gang stalking and harassing them. They're not doing no witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo on them. They're not illegally invading and violating the privacy and the human rights or even the mind of those persons. But they are you, collective. Those of you who are targeted individuals. That just don't make no sense to me. I think about this all the fucking time. Imagine all the corrupt people who are in power. Oh, and they love gloating about all the technology they got and all the gadgets they got and the computers they got and the tech this and that they got and the robots they got and the big weapons that they got and the power that they got and the privilege that they got and shit. But you ask them how come 800,000? We're all 800,000 of the babies they go missing every year, and them bitches ain't got an answer. They ain't got a clue. They ain't got a motherfucking suspect. They ain't got nothing to say. But you can work against me though. You likely know what I did today, what I ate today, how my ass smelled today. But you can't tell me where none of these abducted babies is at. That's been trafficked, that's been sold into sex slavery. No, you ain't got nothing to say about that, do you? You won't go rescue them babies that's in caves up in the mountains and shit, that's underground, in cages and dungeons and shit. But you can track and trace my ass every goddamn day. You can target me, you can harass me, you can stalk me, you can send me unwanted telepathic communications, derogatory statements, harassment, thought manipulation, dream manipulation, all this bullshit. But it's predators out here that's free as a motherfucking bird. And maybe you ain't doing nothing about them because you a predator your motherfucking self, right? And the bitches that sell us, y'all sold out to motherfuckers as predators. Them y'all handlers, your cult leaders are fucking predators. Motherfuckers that mind control children, brainwash children, groom children, kidnap, abduct, traffic children, molest, rape children. You ain't tracking and tracing them though. You ain't stalking them, harassing them, surveillancing them. No, because you probably would have been able to save some of them damn babies if you was. If you was using this illegal ass fucking technology to fuck on them. Instead of people like myself and every other victim of this hate crime. Then you could have rid us of a whole lot of other motherfucking malicious, evil, wicked ass fucking crimes that's going to fuck on. How come y'all ain't tracking and tracing none of these cold-blooded murderers out here? None of these serial killers and shit out here. None of these notorious rapists out here. Huh? Are you getting a cut of the $1 billion sex trade operation? Huh? Or maybe it's because some of them is your buddies that's a part of the sex ring and the human trafficking ring and the prostitution ring and the satanic ring that y'all a part of. Huh? Because you got to make it make sense. Those of us who are targeted individuals, you couldn't possibly hate me more than a child rapist. Any kind of rapist. There ain't no way on God's green earth you hate me more than a human trafficker that is selling individuals into sex slavery. You couldn't possibly hate me worse than a serial killer. But for you not to like me, you bitches in my energy every day. You can't stand me, but you refuse to leave me the fuck alone. You don't like me speaking about these things, yet you won't stop doing these things. So that means your real problem is the simple fact that I'm awake. Because where I also find funny is I never had this issue all my fucking life. As a matter of fact, when I was young and dumb and immature and living careless and reckless and living in motherfucking sin, bitch, because yeah, I ain't no perfect person. Just like everybody else in the world, I done made mistakes. I ain't never sat up here and told y'all anything different. But bitch, I slept like a baby, then. I ain't never had insomnia the day before my life. Sleep deprivation the day before my life. Nightmare the day before my life. Haunted, taunted, harassed, stalked, invaded, violated. And I done been a target all my life. But y'all was deep in the shadows. With shit. Nobody bothered me. I wasn't a problem for authority. Court systems, legal systems, industries, politicians, anything. But I was doing me. But I find it mighty funny. Middle age. Go through the awaken. Embrace my spirituality. My creativities and talents and skills and abilities, then all of a sudden, persons like me are under vigorous the fuck attack. So it seems to me that the trigger, the cosmic trigger is a person be awakening. Becoming awake and aware to the truth that was in plain sight all the fuck along. And then that's when we're under attack. But it's so foolish, it's so stupid. It actually would have made more sense to attack a person. You know what I'm saying? Even if you doing so maliciously. You know what I'm saying? When you just think about the targeting process, those of us who are being targeted, it would make more sense if you were targeting a person while they were, say, living carelessly and recklessly, living in sin, you know what I'm saying? Out here all willy-nilly, you know, whatever. It would make more sense even if you were still attacking them and fucking with them unjustly, illegally. At least there would be a backbone or something to lean on and say, you know what, you living like this. And you doing this and you doing that. You know what I'm saying? There's no logic to you attacking a person who is not living in sin, who's not committing any crimes, who's not doing anything wrong, who's not hurting anyone, harming anyone, endangering anyone, bothering anyone. But when you make it your business to insert yourself in somebody's life just to make their life a living fucking hell by targeting and attacking them, sabotaging and ruining them, Doing everything in your power to make them look like a failure and have some type of fucking breakdown, bitch. You have nothing to support your cause. Don't quite make much sense, do it? Don't quite make much sense. Think about the people you know. All these things. Think about all these scandals and different things that's done went on. Okay? First of all, when them people got caught up, it was a setup from high up. But my point is not putting on blast whatever the scandals was about with those persons. Because I ain't got nothing to do with that. The point of the matter is, because see, when it comes to this old targeted individualized program and illegal shit that's being done, it ought to be an equal opportunity for motherfuckers around here. But it's not. When you think about those scandalous things that say go on with, say, celebrities or go on with random ass people, them people weren't being tracked and traced and stalked and harassed and illegally invaded and violated and hacked and you know what I'm saying? Gang stalked, and it don't even have to be those people. I'm just using that for an example. Okay? Just imagine if fucking uh the Zodiac and Jack the Ripper and the Green River Killer and Dama and all of them. DC Sniper and all of them was being targeted. Was being gang stalked and harassed and illegally invaded and violated and mind controlled and shit being done to illegally invade and violate their mind and their body and their privacy and everything. You could have saved a whole bunch of fucking lives. But as fucked up as y'all are, I actually know that y'all were aware for a very long time about those persons. Some of those persons y'all trained and triggered to commit the crimes that they did and sat back and allowed them for a certain period of time to commit those crimes. And then you stage their capture. Yeah. Something else that most people don't know. Serial killers and shit, they are made. They're made. That's why when it comes to the majority of these mass killers and different things like that, they all link back. All you gotta do is pay attention. They all link back either to the government, the system, or the industry. Every last one of them. At some point in time in their life, they all had some type of connection either back to the government, the system, or the industry. They were trained. They were programmed. They were under mind control and they were triggered to commit the crimes that they committed. And their crimes was allowed for a certain period of fucking time. And then they were set up. To be captured at a particular time. So that you could put on a spectacle amongst the people, you know. Problem, reaction, solution. They create the problem to get a reaction and then they act like they come in with the solution. To keep the people on the edge of their seats and ooh, this is that that's going on and have people fearful and afraid. This is how these people play on fucking people, but they assume that we don't know any better because they spend trillions of dollars, y'all. They spend trillions of fucking dollars every fucking year keeping your ass dumbed down. Now, all you supposed to be is distracted and entertained. That's it. You're not supposed to be awake and aware and vigilant and prepared and anything like that. Because when they find out that you are, bitch, it's the problem. Especially when they find out that you can see them. And when I say see them, I ain't talking about with the naked eye. I'm talking about with the third eye. You can see their mask and the individuals behind the mask. You can also see their demon. That's when you become a problem. That's when they treat you worse than any fucking serial killer or any damn body else that you know. It's career criminals out here. The shit's so bad, y'all. I kid you not. There could be a mass shooting, a terrorist attack, a natural disaster, and some more shit all going on at the same time, and them bitches will still be targeting you. Those of you who are targeting individuals, they will still be tracking and tracing your ass and targeting you. What pisses me off is these motherfuckers will have the audacity to have a government fucking watch list that they put regular, everyday, average Joe people on. When you are awake and you speak truth and clarity, they will put you on that government watch list as a fucking extremist. And fabricate lies and make it seem like that you have had some type of interaction with terrorists. They motherfucking asses are the threat to our national security, and they should have their own asses on that fucking list because they are in fact the domestic terrorists. We ain't never done a terroristic thing a day in our motherfucking life, bitch. Extreme. What y'all are doing is extreme. Y'all are the extremists. I'm sorry, but brainwashing people and mind controlling people and invading and violating people's internal fucking organs and shit is the fuck extreme. Doing witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, and voodoo on motherfuckers is extreme. Stalking, harassing, illegally invading, and violating people is the fuck extreme. Sacrificing people, setting up and sacrificing people for money is the fuck insane. So not only are you the extremist, are you the fucking terrorist, but you're also the fuck insane, thus you are mentally the fuck ill. The main three things that those in power love saying about everybody else, except for themselves. That's the problem. Your person, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your internal organs supposed to be that of your own. Nobody, I don't give a fuck who they are, how wealthy they are, what privilege they have, what status they have, what position, title, or role they have, what bloodline they come from. Not even the royals of any kind from any fucking where has the right to invade and violate that. These people want to control your thoughts, control your views, control what you know, control your life, control your person, your being, and some more shit. These motherfuckers are filthy drunk with power that they abuse every single day. That is the problem. Not being unreasonable here. Not being unreasonable here. And here's the kicker. Because the very individuals who do this love to call themselves trying to fact check some shit. You know what I'm saying? They love trying to fact check some shit, backtrack some shit, and some more shit on any and everybody but they goddamn self. See, this is another reason why they do the evil, wicked, toxic, demonic, hateful things that they do in fucking secret. Cause not even a sold out, paid off judge could you stand publicly in his or her courtroom and say the crimes that you are committing against humanity and it be the fuck okay. They know that. They know that. The motherfuckers, they wouldn't play matchmaker with nobody, honestly. They act like they stand for honesty and truthfulness and law and order and righteousness, but they don't. They're hypocrites. And what pisses me off, bitch, is if you came up with the worst thing that you could, even a fabricated thing about any person who was a targeted individual, bitch. There is nothing that you could say. There is nothing that you could implement. There is nothing that you could make up that would give that person a life sentence. The shit that y'all are doing in some states will give your ass the death penalty. At the very least, life without the fuck parole. If we were really talking about law and order. Because see, what you would have to do is you would have to go to a court of law and explain before an honorable sitting judge that you have implemented cruel and unusual punishment. You are a part of domestic terrorism, hate crimes against humanity, illegal invasions and violations, searches and seizures, premeditated murders, from money laundering to human trafficking, to illegally funded government operations, human experimentations, and some more shit, bitch. Before you could say anything about anybody else that you are targeting, bitch. That's what a real matchmaker would look like. That's what a real truth for truth would look the fuck like. They couldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. And this is the reason why they work in secret. And they pride themselves upon being untouchable because they big and they bad and they bold. And you can't touch them. And you can't find them. And you can't stop them. Because they bigger than you and they more powerful than you and they got more connections than you and they got more money than you and they stronger than you and they got more power than you. This is what the fuck is going on. Because see, that's real law and order. Because according to the law, you still would have the right to defend yourself and face your accusers. But before you got to that, you would have to stand there your damn self and speak to all the fucking hate crimes that you have committed. And they're not going to do that. Another thing that bothers me, collective, is the fact that the lies and the deceptions. See, a lot of people there's a lot of lies and deceptions and a lot of things that is said that it is done to target an individual in the first place. And nobody is telling the truth is what bothers me. See, respect is earned even if you a fucked up ass person. You understand? The reason why say the cartels and the mobs and different things like that, some people, they don't necessarily have to be connected to them or fuck with them people or deal with them people, may have this underlying surface level little respect for them people, the real Italians and different things like that. Not because you're in agreements with any type of criminal enterprise that they may have, but because of the fact that they're not sissies or punks or cowards about any fucking thing that they do and that they are part of. Everybody who is enduring being targeted, all of the predators who are targeting you, the reason why we don't have any respect for them like that, we can't respect these individuals who want to be bosses and all this other kind of shit just because of a title that they have, just because of a certain number that they have in the fucking bank. But they are cowards. They do coward shit because everything they do it in secret. Why? Because it is wrong, because it is evil, because it is wicked, because they know that there will be civil unrest and a mass fucking uprising on their ass if it was ever known all the truth of what they were doing. So this is the reason why they do what they do in secret. So when they set somebody up to be targeted, my point in saying all of that is this. They try to once again flip it, reverse it, and perverse it, and make the targeted individual out to be the problem. But what you're not doing is standing there before the people and telling the goddamn truth and shaming the devil. Say you working against me because you discriminating against me. Say you working against me because you were racist. Say you working against me because you are colorist. Say you working against me because you are sexist. Say you working against me because you hate me. Say you working against me because for whatever reason that you really working against me. Tell the people that you really working against me because I'm awakened and I know the truth. And you don't want me speaking the truth because that's the real reason you working against me. Not no fabricated ass bullshit that motherfuckers might spread amongst a smear campaign or some shit. Tell the people the fucking truth, bitch, and I can halfway respect you. Because it is what the fuck it is. See, that's why motherfuckers writing it today think they bad and you ain't really fucking bad. Think they bosses and you ain't really fucking bosses. No matter what your title is or how much money you have. Because the real bosses back in the day, the real OGs back in the day, the real bullies back in the day, you knew them bitches' names. You knew they motherfucking faces. And if they had a problem with you, they made sure you knew what the fucking problem was. And they was the ones that had the motherfucking problem with you. Didn't make it right if they did something fucked up to you or towards you, but you knew what you was facing. You knew who you was dealing with. You knew what the problem was. Not this old coward ass Rudy Poo hat bullshit that y'all got going on today. Motherfuckers run around here thinking you gods because you got motherfucking gadgets and demonic devices and illegal funded government operations and technologies and artificial intelligence and different shit. Because you can mind control some goddamn body. Because you can do a curse or a spell or put a hex or do some root work on some goddamn body. You think you bad. You think that makes you a boss. Real gods don't even need none of that shit. You think you tough, you gangster. Because you can invade people's mind, bodies, and souls, internal organs. Sabotage and ruin people's lives and shit. That's why you don't got no respect. That's why motherfuckers just end up hating y'all for real. Instead of having surface level respect for y'all. Okay? Y'all remember the movie American Gangster? What was his name? Frank Lucas. You might have found upon his criminal enterprise and operations and a gangster within him. But he did good things for people in the community and all kinds of fucking things. You might not have liked the drug dealing and all this other kinds of shit. And if he had a problem with you, he was going to see you about that. And you knew it was him. And you knew what the problem was. That's why that man, regardless of his lifestyle or who he was as a person, has surface level of fuck respect. Not because you may have been down for what he was down with. Or what he was doing or had the fuck going on. Or anything, because frankly, he wasn't doing anything that the wealthy elites wasn't already the fuck doing and making more money to fuck off of. Y'all remember the other day when I broke down LSD to y'all? And told you about Lucifer, Satan, and the devil? Do y'all know that drug, LSD, The Central Intelligence Agency at that time, remember how I told y'all that they were using that drug back when they was doing all this study and research, and they was trying to create the perfect Manchurian candidate, trying to figure out how that they could control a person's mind and force them to do their biddings and doing anything that they wanted them to do without them remembering and all this other kind of stuff. I'm not going back through all of that again. But do you know these motherfuckers had the government now, the CIA now, the Central Intelligence Unit. Do you know that them motherfuckers had their own headquarters, their own warehouse? They was producing that drug on their fucking own. At first, they was making certain deals with certain motherfuckers and get it sent over here, and then they was able to produce the shit on their own, which means they had a whole fucking, the government had a whole fucking drug house of their own, making drugs to use on people, to experiment on them. Do you know? From regular, everyday, average Joe people to government officials, to military officials, to all kinds of fucking people. They did this shit on. They did it the most on people who were prisoners, who was in mental institutions, who was in hospitals, and all kinds of shit without their permission or motherfucking approval. And over the years, they have mastered that shit. Now they can mind control a motherfucker without even drugging you. They can do this shit to you remotely. They don't even need to be near you to do this shit. And you think they stopped? You can't even make this shit up. You literally got to be going through this shit to even explain to some fucking body what the fuck it is that you are dealing with. So not even a habitual liar could make up this lie about these things. And nobody wakes up one day and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get up and I'm just lie on everybody. I'm going to lie on the industry. I'm going to lie on the government. I'm going to lie on my family, all my friends and my exes and the neighbors and the cat down the road and the people at the job. I just going to lie on everybody and say everybody's a part of this and doing this. Don't nobody fucking do that. What would be the point? What would be the benefit of it? Nobody thinks logically about shit. Did nobody fucking wake up one day, lose their fucking mind, and all of a sudden become schizophrenic in middle age? Most motherfuckers who suffer from schizophrenia is usually diagnosed between their late teens and in their 20s or some shit. So they come the fuck on. A middle-aged person don't go to bed one night and then wake up and they fucking schizophrenic. Nobody thinks about this shit. But that's one of the main things that bothers me the most out of the shit that they are fucking doing. The cowardness of it all. There's nothing they can say. There's nothing they can say about you, collective, that would justify anything that they are fucking doing it. But it doesn't stop them from doing what the fuck they are doing. But then, what you know, as insult to injury is that you won't even tell people the truth as to why you are doing what you are doing, because collective, those of you who are targeting individuals, even though they try to make you believe otherwise, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's not because you are a bad person. It's not because you have done wrong, because that's what the justice system is for. That's what law and order is the fuck for. Okay? So in that sense, in that case, it would be no need in stalking you, harassing you, illegally invading and violating you, you know what I'm saying? And all of those shit, tracking you and tracking you, it wouldn't be no point. For years upon years upon years upon years, like, come on. Not if a person has committed a crime or done something the fuck wrong. You understand what I'm saying? But this is one of their main tactics. To try to tear down or target individuals to make them think that something is wrong with them. And they are the problem. And the fly monkeys that they get to go along with targeting you and game stalking you and harassing you and attacking you and smear campaigning you and shit, them motherfuckers will say anything up under the damn sun about you. But it doesn't even matter. Why? Because they would never be justified in what they are doing illegally, unjustly, unorthodoxly to you. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's just some type of psychological, operational trauma, a play that they do to try to tear you down. That's all it's for. Because they're not justified in what they are doing. But it pisses me off. You won't tell the people the truth. I'm discriminating against this person because I don't like them. Because they are awake, because they are awake and are aware and they're speaking truths and clarities. Now, we did pass into law that your First Amendment right is freedom of speech, but we discriminating against it. We implemented into law that a person has a right to their own spirituality and religious beliefs, but because they're not who we want them to be, you know what I'm saying? This is for the fake phony ass Christians and shit that decide to attack you and shit. You understand what I'm saying? We don't like their spiritual belief, so we're going to target them. We're going to attack them. We're going to discriminate against them because they spiritual. Because they no longer believe the regurgitated lies that we have told them. So we're going to discriminate against them. Tell people the truth. We discriminate against them because we did have them brainwashing under mind control, and MK Ultra was done on when they was younger, and they broke from this program and they're awake now, and they started speaking truth and clarity about things. So we discriminate against them and we're targeting them and attacking them because of this now. That was the plan that was put into place, that if this person ever woke up and broke from their programming, that we was going to all come together and attack them. Like, to tell people the fucking truth. We working against this person because we really racist. We really colorist. We really sexist. We don't like the, we don't like you collective because you got these skills and abilities and different things, and this is a man's world. But they forgot that it wouldn't be nothing without a woman. The man would have never even fucking been born if it wasn't for a woman. But this is a man's world. They run, rule, and control everything, and you got too many powers and too much skills and too much abilities, and we need to knock you down and put you in your goddamn place and break you. So this is the reason why we targeting you and attacking you and working against you. Tell the people the goddamn truth. If you want to target somebody and you hell bitch on doing this shit, ain't never stopping, tell the fucking truth and say it with your chest, bitch. I'm discriminating against you because I'm racist, because I'm a colorist, because I'm a sexist, because you awake and we don't want you to be when we put you under mind control, so we trying to rock up our baby your ass back to sleep. Tell the people the truth, that we targeting you and attacking you because there's a large amount of wealth that belongs to you. We lied to you about where you come from, who your family really is. We're trying to get away with identity theft and fraud and murder. And we don't want you to have this wealth and this abundance and this inheritance or this house that was left to you. Because you nobody to us. You're beneath us. We don't want you to have this type of wealth. We don't want you that'll put you in a different tax bracket. That'll give you some type of power that we don't want you to have. We want you to have nothing. We want you to be without. We want you to be in need of help and services. We want you on all fours begging us for breadcrumbs. So we targeting you and attacking you so we can steal what rightfully belong to you. Your lineage, your birthright, your heritage, your endowment, what belongs. Tell the people the truth. Stop coming up with this bullshit. Because see, when you're a targeted individual collective, what they do is they try to, like I told you, they flip it, they reverse it, they reverse it. You understand what I'm saying? They'll have people targeting you and attacking you and make it seem like, oh, you was promiscuous at one point in time in your life, so we attacking you. Oh, you used to smoke weed, you used to get high, you used to party, you used to kick it, you used to turn up long time ago. You know you don't do so now, but this is why we working the fuck against you. Remember that time you was in that relationship with such and such? And you had lied and you had cheated? This is why we working against you. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, and by the way, how many bodies you got? You done fuck with women and men? Or you on the down low? You in the closet? Or you freaky? You kinky, huh? This is why we working against you. Bitch, stop lying. Oh, you know you started masturbating when you were 7. You had sex for the first time when you were 16. You used to date people twice your age when you was way younger. Bitch. Remember, you used to have to have a drink every motherfucking day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing shit out here, y'all. Because when you a targeted individual, these motherfuckers will make up some shit. They'll come up with some shit to tell the fly monkeys. Oh, you remember when you was 18, you stole a piece of bubble gum at the goddamn store. Did nobody see you steal no bubble gum? Catch you stealing no bubble gum? You get in trouble for stealing no bubble gum. But you stole a piece of bubble gum at the goddamn store. What? This is the reason why 25, 30 years later, we targeting you. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Like, this shit is crazy. What these hoes do. But nobody won't tell the truth. If you racist, say you racist. If you colorist, say you colorist. If you sexist, say you sexist. Around here stunning people growth, wasting the best years of their lives. You sitting up exploiting people for fucking money every day of their goddamn life, but you don't want them to have nothing. Isn't it amazing how everybody working against you expect everything that is great, that is good, that is lovely, that is wonderful, that is abundant for themselves, but they don't want your ass to have anything to fuck at all. They don't even want you to have a good sex life, let alone love. They don't want you to get married. They don't want you to have a family of your own. They don't want you safe and secure. They don't want you with a good job with benefits. They don't want you to have some type of retirement plan or a 401k. They don't want you to have any type of insurances or benefits or any damn thing like that. They don't want you to even have a car. They don't want your ass to have the bare fucking necessities. And they swear they such child advocates, don't they? They swear they love the kids, don't they? But they target the kids too, because they targeting your mother. They love targeting. See, if you a single mother and you were targeting your kids is a target too. Yeah. Yeah, groom your child, brainwash your child, mind control your child, and then trigger your child to work with them to fuck against you. And your child don't even know no goddamn better. Don't know that they ain't got their best interests at heart. They don't like them, love them, care nothing about them. But if they can use your child for them to eliminate the fuck you, they gonna took your child and sold them off to the highest motherfucking bidder or sacrificed them to goddamn two and made money off the both of the fuck y'all. See, that's how they do. That's how the fuck they do. Don't nobody want to tell the truth, shun the devil though. That's too much like right there. That's what pisses me off about all of this, Colette. That's what pisses me off. I ain't never in my life seen so many people in power. They act like they so big and they so bad and they're so powerful. And they got all the connections and they got all the money and they got all the power and they can do whatever they want to do. to whoever, anybody, and all this other kind of shit. Yet at the end of the day, you too fucking coward to stand before we the goddamn people and tell the motherfucking truth and say that shit with your chest. We lied to you. Ain't no pursuit to happiness. Ain't no freedom, no liberty, no justice for all. We lied to you just to get you to conform. We don't even like y'all. We eat motherfuckers like y'all for lunch. Literally. We get our rocks off of torturing y'all. They won't tell the truth. They refuse to tell the truth, but you so goddamn big and bad and bold. But you refuse to tell the truth. The real truth to the fucking people. Instead of making up all this fabricated ass bullshit. Instead of just endlessly torturing people and harassing people. And invading and violating people and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like this old never ending ass talk about a new world fucking order. Yet they can't quite seem to get her done. At some point in time, people get tired of the bullshit. Because when you can't even live in misery and peace, it's just a problem. Because when you awaken to what's really going on in this world and you figure out how to cope and you come to terms with that, you just, at that point, you just trying to fucking survive. And your miserable situation. But they won't even allow you to do that in fucking peace. And on top of that, to add insult to injury, you won't even tell the truth as to the real reason why you are targeting and attacking people. Because they know that you unjust. You know that you are unjust in doing so. They couldn't tell the people, oh, we don't like y'all. We don't care for y'all. That's why we wanted to populate and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what it is. That's the truth. Don't they claim that they always, you know what I'm saying? Truth and facts. Facts this, facts that. They want to run some facts on every goddamn thing except for themselves and what the fuck they really doing. They the ones that start all this goddamn shit. But if you happen to be someone that's strong-willed, strong-minded, with a backbone, and you stand your ground and you speak up for yourself and take up for your goddamn self, these motherfuckers treat you like you wrong the fuck for doing so, and then they attack you even worse. Like, how dare you have the audacity to speak up about what we are doing to you? This is when they get to trying to discredit you and all this other kind of shit. Trying to deflect from what's going on and try to flip it back on you in some type of way. That's what they do. With every fucking person. Every supposed alleged, see, I don't like titles and shit. Don't call me shit, bitch. I'm just me. But every supposed whistleblower or what the CIA call conspiracy theorists and shit, it amazes me how corrupt people who have a history of doing such awful evil people love trying to discredit other fucking people by calling them conspiracy theorists and different shit. But it ain't no fucking conspiracy. In fact, ain't no fucking conspiracy. But anytime they want to discredit somebody, they call them all a conspiracy theorist. Oh, that's one of them truthers. That's one of them whistleblowers and different things like that. And then they try to, they deflect from what they have done to try to make it seem like you're the one that's wrong and you're the one have that's got the issue and you're the one that's the problem. And they do everything in their power to try to discredit you, to tear you down. And it don't matter what kind of the derogatory ass shit that they have to say the fuck about you to discredit you. They do it all the time. You have seen this time and time the fuck again. And this is how they bury the truth of the evil, wicked shit that they are doing by deflecting and trying to flip it on you and making everybody else believe that you are the problem. You ever seen how many people have come out speaking truth and clarity, and then all of a sudden that the person that been declared crazy, all of a sudden some come out, some they mentally ill and all this other kind of shit? It's happened time and time again. You've even seen them do it to celebrities. All the person did was speak out truth and clarity calmly, not hostile in a hostile manner, not trying to hurt anybody, harm anybody, anything. They just spoke some type of truth and fucking clarity. And all of a sudden, they had them in a psych ward or some goddamn well. And when they come out of there, they like a different motherfucking person. And then had them come out publicly embracing the fact that they got some type of mental fucking illness and shit. They doped up on all kind of medications and shit, walking around looking like a mind controlled ass zombie with blonde hair in their goddamn head. The devil is a lie. See, that's the truth. That's facts. That's what they do, though. They do the same repetitive shit over and over again. The enemy big mad. Spirit would clarify the enemy big mad. So it's a group of them. It's like it's not any one person that Spirit is referring to as the enemy that's big mad here. I'm seeing the Three of Coins here, okay? The Three of Coins speaks of a group of individuals, a team of individuals, okay? Who are working together, collaborating together for the purposes of money. But these enemies is big mad, Spirit is saying, okay? Spirit clarify racism is real. Racism is real. I'm seeing the Page of Swords here. So these people, this card says racism is real. So whether it's racism, it would obviously, racism would be something from an opposite race, but this could also break down to colorism, okay, as well. Persons from your own race, okay. But with the Page of Swords being here, I feel like some type of gossip or rumors or slander or backbiting, backstabbing, stalking, harassment, surveillance, invasion, violated, something brutal, cutthroat, ruthless, is because of this racism. This racism that's real. Colorism that's real. People who are racist against you, colors against you, is gossiping, got the audacity to be gossiping about you, talking about you, and shit. Witch coven rituals. We got the Ten of Cups here, okay? So even though the Ten of Cups is often seen as like a family dynamic type of card, it really just talks about a large congregation, a large group of individuals, Spirit is saying, okay? So this could be an entire family dynamic. This could be multiple families that's involved in something here. Or this could just speak to a very large group of people who are a part of these witch coven rituals here, okay? There's some type of chanting that is going on. Curses that's being cast. Conjuring of demons. Black magic. Dark arts. Animal sacrifice. Sex magic. Spell works. Voodoo. Blood sacrifices and different things, okay? In these witch coven rituals here, but there's a lot of individuals involved. To clarify game over, I'm seeing the Hierophant here, okay? A lot of times the Hierophant is depicted as like a priest or someone who holds some type of religious beliefs, but a Hierophant can also be someone who is in power, in authority, rulership, leadership in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? Someone who, acts like they have certain values, or persons with the establishments and conforming and institutions and different things like that. Somebody is in a Hierophant position, okay? And it's game over for this individual here, okay? Spirit, clarify the rabbit hole goes deep. Clarify the rabbit hole goes deep. There could have been some type of gathering, get together, a social event or something like that. Maybe there's some type of meetings or something that is taking place or something like that. Spirit is saying, And I mean, with that rabbit hole, there's could be, there's all kind of toxic, things all up and through that rabbit hole. Multitude of different things that person could be involved in and have going on and doing. Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify the rabbit hole goes deep. Clarify the rabbit hole goes deep. Spirit. Something. Yeah. The devil, nine of coins, and judgment wants to come out together here. So the devil can speak to a lot of different things, from um lust, temptations, desires, sex, sexuality. It can also speak to toxicities, addictions, addictive patterns of behavior, bad habits, greed, materialism, narcissism, possessive, controlling, restrictive, addictive type of energies, or what have you. There's a lot of different things within this rabbit hole here, okay? From evil, wicked, toxic, demonic things to sexual, explicit, perverse, lustful things, to things pertaining to money, like and which ties into like greed and materialism and all this other kinds of things and what have you here. Okay, so yeah, we just gonna put the devil here on in here. Okay, as it relates to this rabbit hole that goes deep here. Okay, the people that's in the devil energy, they're in their south node. Okay, their shadow side, their dark side. Okay, spirit, clarify hitman caught in action at the scene of the crime. So I'm seeing tower here. Okay, there could be some type of tower that has occurred, some type of chaos or tragedy, a reckoning, a shakeup of things, an energy surge. Something happened like all of a sudden out the blue that caused a problematic situation, okay? Some type of disruption, some type of destruction of some kind, Spirit is saying. A hitman could have gotten caught in action at the scene of a particular crime, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify betrayal. Clarify betrayal. Somebody has put a lot of time, energy, effort, or investment into something, Spirit is saying. What is this betrayal, Spirit? We got the magician here, okay? So we know that the magician, somebody could definitely, this betrayal is sitting right under witch coven rituals here, okay? So betrayal can talk about, backstabbing, somebody being backstabbed, some type of hate crime, some type of envy or jealousy, or, toxic situations. Somebody could be a divination abuser, though. Somebody is like a master manipulator manifester. Like, this person manifests through manipulation, okay? Which makes them a divination abuser here, okay? So somebody could be heavily involved in the dark arts, witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo. This person uses every element. To like manipulates every element in an effort to manifest what they want. Okay, Spirit, clarify it's over now. Move over, your game shut down. Sorry. So I'm seeing the 7 of coins and the 10 of swords want to come out together. So the 7 of coins is all about like investments. There's a lot of time, energy, effort that is like put into something in an effort for a harvest of some kind. Like it's basically a lot of time and effort that is put into something with the hopes of a harvest at a later time here. Okay, whatever one has like invested in, put a lot of time, energy, or effort into, it had to do with some type of betrayal here. Okay, or betraying someone here. Okay, the 10 of swords is all about betrayal and disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, fatal endings. It do speak of one being backstabbed. It speaks of hate crimes, cruelty, brutality, and different things as well, guys. Okay, the 10 of swords can also speak to like a failure, you know what I'm saying, failures of some kind. Spirit, clarify premeditated murder. Premeditated murder. What's going on with this premeditated murder? I'm seeing a Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, feminine energy could have been involved with like some type of premeditated murder. Spirit, what's going on with this premeditated murder? Somebody was like premeditating the murder of someone to like either get away with a theft or either to get away with some type of lies or theft, or in effort to commit some type of theft or something. And remember, we seen those extra messages, they were planning to rob you or something like that, or what have you. Yeah, I'm seeing the death card here. I'm also seeing the Six of Cups here. I'm seeing the Queen of Coins here. There could be several people that was involved in something. There were persons who rejoiced in celebration over the death of someone in the past, Spirit is saying. I'm seeing the Queen of Coins in behind that here. These people were ready to like either if somebody has already passed away, these people like rejoiced in celebration, like had some type of social gathering or party or get together. Um After the death of someone that they caused, because it was premeditated murder if somebody is already dead. But if they have been, because like with the Six of Cups here, the Six of Cups is about the past, nostalgia, memories, reminiscing and different things like that, or what have you. But this premeditated murder definitely has to do with a death, which talks about change, endings, transformations, and things like that, or what have you. So whether something happening in the past, or whether something that is, still going on or currently going on, if they are trying to cause the death of someone else. There's a lot of women in that is coming up. I have seen the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Coins, and the Queen of Wands. Thus far, Spirit, clarify devil worshippers. Clarify devil worshippers. I'm seeing justice here. There could be persons in power, authority in the justice system. Yeah, the Emperor wanted to come out as well. I'm seeing justice and the Emperor wanting to come out together on devil worshippers. Okay. So like I said, the justice, you could speak to like persons in power and authority within like the like legal system, court system, and things like that, or what have you, or persons in power or authority as it relates to like the like justice system, like from local police on up to other persons. But I'm also seeing the Emperor here, which is masculine energy. um the Emperor can also speak to an authoritarian, someone in power, authority, leadership, or something like that. Also, someone who's a father or a father figure, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify your enemies are getting played and hustled by the satanic powers that be. Yeah, I'm seeing, I'm seeing the Eight of Coins and the Ten of Coins. Ooh, wow. The Eight of Coins, the Ten of Coins here, and the Two of Coins. This is interesting. So it's like, first of all, the Eight of Coins is the money one makes from the work that they do here. Okay, so these people, your enemies, were paid to work against you in some type to do some type of job here. Okay, and they could have been promised the Ten of Coins. Okay, which is like a large amount of abundance, a large windfall, but they actually may have only received the Two of Coins, or maybe they did, they were in the Eight of Coins here, told, offer some type of job, to do some type of job, to work against someone, or what have you, with the you know what I'm saying, in an effort for them to get the Ten of Coins here. But these people, your enemies, can now be juggling and struggling. They're in the Two of Coins here, because it goes like Eight of Coins, Ten of Coins, then Two of Coins here. Okay, so whether they were hoping to get this, waiting on this, or they were actually paid this to work against you, but now they have next to nothing, and they're juggling and they're struggling and they're trying to find balance in some type of way, or something like that, it's one or the other here. Okay, because all of those came out about your enemies. Spirit clarify Billy Badass Bullies. Billy Badass Bullies. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords here again. So these people are some liars, cheaters, thieves, manipulators, con artists. Mm-mm. They've been sneaking and creeping around trying to get away with something. The Seven of Swords is all about like deception and manipulation, trickery, thievery. Okay, it's a cowardice type of energy. It's people who do things under false pretenses, who are cloaking themselves, concealing themselves, wearing a mask, being very sneaky, being mischievous. Um, Persons who only care about their own self-interest. Okay, they don't care who they have to betray or who they have to backstab. In the Seven of Swords energy, these Billy Bad Bullies, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify illegally funded government operations. Illegally funded government operations. Clarify these illegally funded government operations, Spirit. Oh yeah, and speaking of this, it makes me go back. I be trying to say so many things to y'all at one time. I be forgetting certain things that I was going to say to y'all or what have you. But back to the LSD thing and how the government had their own like headquarters, their own warehouse producing this like mass producing. We're not talking about small ass quantities of this shit, y'all. I'm talking mass producing this drug or whatever. Now ask yourself, do you know how many men and women, whether drug users or drug dealers, who have been set up and charged with crime? First of all, drug dealers alone, you give these men 40 or women or whoever 40 years to life for fucking selling drugs that you literally import the fuck in, have connections with the persons overseas. You got the ships, the barges, the containers, all of this shit. That this shit is brought over here too. Okay, the crack epidemic happened because of the government. You, first of all, you wouldn't even have nobody doing drugs, let alone selling drugs, if you wasn't putting it on the fucking streets. And then you double back and you get your narcs to come out here and set people up and lock people up just so you can fill up your fucking prisons for crimes that you committing yourself. You smuggling drugs in. You mass producing the drugs your goddamn self. All kinds of shit. You'll give a poor hustler who you refuse to give a second chance to give a regular goddamn job to, that still gotta feed himself and take care of his goddamn kids and shit. Okay? I'm talking about a man that has not, a hustler that hasn't killed anybody or anything like that. He just got busted for selling little drugs on the side. You done gave this nigga anywhere from 25 to 40 years to life, depending on how much weight he got. You locking up non-violent drug users, and you make it seem like they're the problem. But y'all understand what I'm saying? These people are hypocrites. They lock people up every damn day for crimes that they commit themselves. How is that justice or law and order? These are the same people who want to sit up and right or wrong you, want to try to dissect your life, backtrack you, want to sit up on high, on their pedestals and their thrones, looking down low, and like everybody else is beneath them and the fucking peasants. That's the uneducated peasants. They committed the same goddamn crimes and they do the same goddamn shit. They just do it on a higher level, on a bigger level, and they make more money from doing so. You know how many goddamn people is locked up right now for non-violent crimes? I feel like every last one of those people, every person who is locked up for non-violent crimes should be let the fuck out right now. This is the reason why the prison system is overpopulated anyway. Why? Because mass confinement doesn't rehabilitate any fucking body. You're not doing anything. And guess what? It's the people's tax dollars that still have to pay for them people to be there. Pay for their uniforms, pay for their utilities, pay for their food, every fucking thing. The tax dollars pays for it. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? You think you're doing something special by confining fucking people, but it's the people that actually has to pay for it. So people should think about that when every single day you talk about, oh, lock them up, they about to get locked up. Bitch, you gonna pay for it. You gonna pay for it, bitch. You're on your dime. And a bitch with some sense, that's strong, willing, got a backbone and a strong motherfucking mind, bitch. Go sit down and do a motherfucking bid, bitch. That motherfucker can get a goddamn degree, can pick up a motherfucking trade, bitch, and some more shit on your dime for free. So you really not doing anything special by mass confining people. You the one paying for it. And I'm talking non-violent criminals. Obviously, people who are, serial killer, notorious in crimes and different shit like that. I'm not talking about these people. But how this don't make sense? For the longest, these people told you that marijuana was a fucking drug, while in the same breath telling you that marijuana cured cataracts or helped people with cataracts, also stress and depressions and anxieties and different shit like that. Okay. And there's no chemicals in marijuana. It might be today because, to make it more potent or whatever, but there's no chemicals. It's a plant. It's an herb. It's not a drug. Drugs have chemical things in it. Chemical components. Marijuana does not. There's never a problem with marijuana. The only reason why they made it a drug and it was against the law for a while is because the wealthy elite white folks in power didn't have a way to tax you for it. It's a whole lot of things that they really don't care if you do the fuck or not. It's just the fact they are peps, bruh. They are players, they are hustlers, and they are motherfucking loan sharks. If they can't get they cut off the top from your ass, that is the problem, not you doing it. We literally live in a world that is a support a whole foundation. It is literally expected in on some levels. You literally expected to put out to get that deal, to get that come up, to get that raise and some more shit like that. You're literally living in a support a whole foundation. But these motherfuckers act like they are completely against prostitution, and they know good and hell where they not. Some of the your favorite leaders to fuck right now indulge in such a thing every fucking day. I'm telling y'all, every fucking crime that every lower level person that that is a part of, they are a part of too. They just do it on a higher level in a fancier, more sophisticated the fuck way. But they'll lock you up for some shit. They don't give a fuck about nobody prostituting. It's the fact that they don't know how to tax you for it. They don't know how to take their cut off the top. I'm not sitting here promoting prostitution here, but your government shouldn't be able to tell you what the fuck you can and cannot do with your body. And I don't understand how the fuck it is perfectly legal for you to kill babies and get a fucking abortion, but you mean to tell me that Planned Parenthood ain't on board with your ass prostitute? So it's your body and your choice when you go to get an abortion, but it ain't your body and your choice if you decide to prostitute. That don't make fucking sense. It's not an ideal way of life. But you can be foolish if you want to and just think this profession don't exist when it's literally the oldest profession ever known to man. It literally back in the day made more money than the drugs. Okay? This is the fucked up ass world that we live in. And these are your supposed leaders. Where every aspect of your life, they want to fucking control. Now let me ask you something. What woman you know wants somebody that can't do shit for them? You understand what I'm saying? You find you a nice woman, that woman, that man is likely, that woman's going to expect you to take her to a nice dinner. Take her out to eat. Buy her nice things. Pay some bills for her. Help her with her motherfucking kids that ain't your goddamn kids and some more shit. That's a lot of motherfucking money. And if you go on a date with that person and y'all decide to have sex and that motherfucker decide to pay your bills and take care of you financially, is that not the same thing as fucking prostitution? It's the same difference. The only small difference is the fact that prostitution, you literally have to be caught soliciting yourself, telling somebody, hey, you know, I'm available in a sleep with you for X, Y, and Z amount of money. That's called soliciting. But how many people actually get busted for soliciting? Only streetwalkers. Pro hoes ain't on the street, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? But it's the mere fact that the government wants to control you, but they support this shit in secret. They expect it. They applaud it. You understand? Now back to the marijuana thing. Do y'all know when marijuana wasn't okay until the government said it was fuck okay? Same thing with gay rights. They said folks was gay for the longest. Them folks did, even the people, even your leaders was down with the get down when it came to some gay shit. They was going up to Bohemian Gold and being butt naked and you know, dancing around motherfucking the woods and owls and all kinds of shit for the goddamn longest and shit. And it, you know, cross dressing and some more shit, and wasn't nobody mad. I'm not saying what I'm saying to throw no slick shot at you. I get it. I get it. My point is why the fuck ain't nothing okay till the fuck they say it's okay? Because if it's okay now, it was the fuck okay then. And who the fuck told them that we needed their permissions to be the fuck gay in the first motherfucking place? You understand what I'm saying? Who are y'all to determine how people should be, who people can marry, what people can do, how people can live? It is bullshit. They are drunk with fucking power. Now back to the weed. So when they finally decided to legalize marijuana, do y'all know how many doctors, therapists, I'm talking about people who went to college, have degrees, baby, for anywhere from 4 to 6 to 10 motherfucking years to have they master's degrees and different things that they have or what have, quit their motherfucking jobs and got marijuana ass fucking farms and shit right now, dispensaries and more shit, and they making more money now off of marijuana than they ever did in their fucking professions that they have degrees for. Now here go the real kicker. Ask yourself, why didn't your government, whoever the sitting president was at that time, when marijuana was legalized, how come they did not immediately release every person in prison on a or in jail on a marijuana charge? Why? You just made it the fuck legal. The people that already done been locked up X, Y, and Z amount of time. How come you ain't fucking let them out, man? It's bullshit. Nobody said nothing. Nobody did nothing. Wasn't no motherfucking uprising about the shit. You got people still sitting in the motherfucking pen right now today, bruh. They weren't caught with nothing but you know what I'm saying? They might have had, you know, 10, 15 bricks of marijuana on them. That was all on them, bruh. Ain't no murder charge on them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't killed them. No. How come you ain't let them cats out, bruh? But now marijuana okay. Because you say it's the fuck okay. You see what I'm talking about? Nobody asking the real question. How the fuck did fentanyl get on the street if the government didn't put it there? Fentanyl is not even a drug that you can just go pick up from your pharmacy. Fentanyl is a drug that a person get, like, I feel like a person need to have like a major surgery, a triple bypass surgery, back surgery, or some kinds of shit, bitch. That's a strong ass fucking drug. That shit has to be administered to you in the hospital by the doctor. You know what I'm saying? It has to be at the hospital. How the fuck did it get on the drug? How the fuck did that drug get on the streets? And so much of it. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody asks these fucking questions. Because there's nobody that does drugs or either sells drugs that is running the operations of putting this shit in place wherever the fuck it's at. When it had, it's a drug epidemic and this, that, and the other, you would know. How I get here? How I get here? You can't blame no damn drug dealer, a damn drug user, damn po hustler, because they ain't create that shit. They didn't make that shit. That shit came from uh 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 medical lab, some goddamn where, and got put on the street. Now once it's on the street, you know what I'm saying? Once it's on the street, somebody figure out how to chop and screw it and break it down and mix it with this, that, and the other, whatever, and you be put in all kind of forms, powder forms, pill forms, liquid form, all kinds of shit. Now, once it hits the street, it'll get chopped and screwed in all kind of ways. But in its original form, oh yeah, that shit comes from a medical laboratory, some fucking where. So how did it get on the streets? Only somebody with connections to that shit in fucking power could get quantities of it and drop it in the fucking on the street some damn where. It's the only way. Ain't nobody said nothing. See, they think you supposed to be too ignorant. You supposed to be blind, deaf, dumb, and crazy. Think you living your best fucking life. All you supposed to be is distracted and entertained. See, I ain't supposed to know what I'm just telling you. You ain't supposed to know what the hell I'm telling you. Ain't nobody said nothing though. Ain't nobody doing nothing though. It's why they don't like me. It's why they don't like me. But see, the thing about me is this: I haven't been talking like this all my life. Just since I've been through an awakening, okay? And everything that I'm telling you is a statistical fact. Can be the truth. The fact of the matter can be found. I'm not just sitting here shooting the breeze and making shit up. It's a fact. Okay? Now, the only reason why anybody would get mad about anything that I'm saying is if you were part of anything that I'm saying. Because if you notice, I feel like it's the right way and the wrong way to do anything. I'm sassy, but I'm classy, bitch. I'm a rebel, but I ain't radical, ho. You understand what I'm saying? So, me being a targeted individual is because you decided to start some shit with me. So then, in rebuttal to that, you cannot then be upset with me because I speak about the illegal, unjust things that you are doing the fuck to me. Now, when I come on here and I speak about certain things, I'm speaking in general. Like all them topics I just talked to you about. I'm speaking in general about it. If you notice, I ain't slander nobody by name. That's what the beauty of freedom of speech is. That's how they say my freedom, my free speech, bitch. I can freely speak about whatever the fuck I want to. You can't say that I have slandered anybody by the fuck name. It ain't necessary for me to do so. But it's somewhere got their panties in the wad right now. Feel some type of way about what I fucking said. And this is the very thing that got me the fuck targeted in the first place. But they won't tell the truth about it. They won't tell y'all that truth. They won't tell y'all that that's the real truth as to why I'm being targeted and attacked. But I ain't been talking like this all my little life. And so when I went through my awakening, I began to speak up and speak out about certain things, just like the topic that I'm talking to y'all about right now. When I wrote them poems years ago, I spoke generally about several different things, from human trafficking to police brutalities and different things that was going on in the world today, to the legalization of certain things and how that was going to open the door to all the legalizations of all other kinds of fucking things and emotion. They got mad to fucking me. Like I had insulted them personally. Like I had done said their name. They won't tell you the truth that that's the real reason why I'm being targeted, discriminated against. And it was only after then that you began to target me, illegally and justly invade and violate me. So then I began to speak up and speak out about how I was being the fuck targeted. And now you got a problem with that, because how dare I have the audacity to speak on how you abuse me. It's literally like these motherfuckers are narcissists. It's literally like they want you to accept being abused. They want you to accept being attacked and being okay with it, and don't tell nobody that we are doing this to you. That is stupid. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. But guess what? It never dawns on them. And they say, you know what? If we stop doing this to Tiffany, maybe Tiffany would stop talking about this. I am a very reasonable person. Very understanding person. Used to be very forgiving. Do you know how many people have hurt me in the fucking past? And I healed from that shit and moved on and just didn't go with them no more. And guess what? They circled back around to me because I'm actually good people. And I was still friends for them again, just for them to hurt me all over the fuck again. See, there's a lot of things that I talk to y'all about on here or whatever, and you know, some of the bitches in the back about, oh my god, they're dwelling, they're not healed or whatever. Bitch, yes the fuck I am. I lived through that shit. I survived that shit. There are things that I've told y'all that I spent like 10, 11 years with my ex. And we ain't been together, we ain't lived together, been together in more than fucking 8 years to fuck now. Okay? But we spent like 10, 11 years to fucking together. I have told y'all things that I have not even told the fuck her. See, a person who's unhealed and who dwells this their whole life, all day, every day, they whining, they crying, they upset, they going through, they just, distraught, they can't do anything else, they can't get anything done, they miscombobulate. That's somebody who's unhealed. That's somebody who is dwelling. Don't know how to pick themselves up out of their pity and move on. But having a conversation, discussing things with somebody, life experiences and different things that you have had that might help somebody else. See, that's what's called a testimony. Those are the type of things, the type of conversations that help and heal other fucking people. You know what I'm saying? So people who say ignorant things like that, they really are not spiritual themselves, righteous themselves like they claim to be. They fake and they phony. They're fraudulently in positions that they do not even have the right spiritually to even be in, because they bamboozling the people, getting over on folks, hustling them out of fucking money, and different shit like that. But anyway, y'all, we're going to keep it moving. I just wanted to say that real quick. To y'all. Because I be sitting back, I be thinking about a lot of this shit, and it just pisses me off. It makes me mad. And I watch a lot of true crime shows and different things like that. Y'all, it pisses me off. It boils my damn blood. Every damn time I see some old whole ass shit go on with people, just, heinous damn crimes and all kinds of shit. And I be sitting to myself, I be like, where the fuck was the witches and the warlocks at? Where was the sorcerers and the sorcerers? How come when nobody doing no damn spell work on there? Where was the fucking gang stalkers? Why they wasn't being watched and stalked and harassed and followed and surveillanced and shit? They could have stopped this. Motherfuckers should have known that this motherfucker was gonna kill them babies. Motherfuckers should have known that they was sitting up planning to murder their spouse. Come on, I be mad than motherfucker watching true crime and shit. I be, you know what I'm saying? And I be, be heartbroken about some shit. And I be like, and I just sit up and think about what I'm going through. I'm like, here it is. Most targeted individuals, we ain't doing shit. We got nothing in nobody. We live regular fucking lives. Trying to get from one day to the next in the best way the fuck we can. All day, every day. We being fucked with though. And you got some of the most heinous folks all over the world. But now one of these witches or warlocks, now one of these damn people who running these illegally funded government operations, you're not targeting and attacking them. This lets you further know that the sole purpose for them doing what they're doing to the people that they're doing it to is to commit a hate crime against you. It has nothing to do with right or wrong. It has nothing to do with law and order. No, none of that. It is a hate crime. And that is against the fucking law. Thus, they should be brought to justice. Collective, which brings us back to our original title. The people who are working against you are predators and perpetrators, hypocrites. Spirit, clarify these illegally funded government operations. These illegally funded government operations, it has hurt a lot of people. Um, we're put in place to hurt a lot of people, silence a lot of people, manipulate and control a lot of people. Spirit, give me clarify these illegally funded government operations. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Wands here. So the Wheel of Fortune can speak of expansions. It can speak of fortunes. These people make a lot of money off persons that they are targeting. Off of human, from the human experimentations to the their illegal harassment, their stalking, the implantation, like everything that they're doing. They make a lot of money. Like there's a purpose, like a whole agenda behind what they are doing. But with the 501s here too, they do these, a lot of these illegally funded government operations is for the purposes of, well, first of all, it's done out of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, and competition. Okay, retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on other people. Okay, it's done in an effort, people that they want neglected, abandoned, left out in the cold, people that they have chosen to reject in some type of way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I keep seeing a bunch of fives here. With the Wheel of Fortune here, I definitely feel like they make money off of persons that they are targeting and attacking here, but they're doing so out of retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge, as well as they do so to people that they have rejected, that they want alienated, that they want neglected, abandoned, left out in the cold in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are being picked out and chosen for being like uh for like being sacrificial lambs and shit. Okay? I seen the Four of Swords first. Okay, the Four of Swords can speak of like injury, can speak of isolation, can speak of silence. Okay, they do this to silence people, to isolate people, to force people into, you know what I'm saying, isolation, solitude, or what have you. Here, yeah, I'm seeing the Moon in the Judgment here with secret society as well. All the fives wanted to come out on illegally funded government operations. Okay, so like I said, the Four of Swords, um, they use these programs to injure people, to hurt people, to harm people, to silence people, to force people into isolation, into in solitude. Okay, the Five of Wands, they're attacking these people out of retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge. Okay, these are people who are jealous, envious, and intimidated by the people that they are targeting for whatever reason. Okay, the Five of Coins, they want these people neglected, abandoned, and left out in the cold. The Five of Swords, speaks to their plot twists and their abuse towards these people, the hostility towards the people that they use these illegally funded government operations on. Okay, literally the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands, the Five of Coins, and the Five of Swords all came out on illegally funded government operations. Yep. Oh, and the Five of Cups. Every last one of the fives came out on illegally funded government operations. Five of Wands, Five of Coins, Five of Swords, Five of Cups. Like I said, the Five of Wands is all about strife, okay? Conflict. It's about personality clashes. It's about misunderstandings and disagreements, okay? It also can speak of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, competition, retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge. The Five of Coins is somebody being abandoned, neglected, and left out in the cold. Somebody being rejected, alienated, left in turmoil, financial ruin, harsh conditions, loss, change, okay? These are the type of people that you often see who are forced to homelessness, okay? Because you're talking about the people who run, rule, and control the world, who literally has connections everywhere and access to everything. They can literally, flag you in the system and shut down you ever getting a job anywhere. Okay, any type of, you go to try to get a car, you go to and you get denied. You go to try to get any services, you get denied, and different things like that. They're literally forcing people to homelessness. Okay, the homeless population, just like the drug epidemic and different things like that. This is all shit that is created by them, and it's all run under these illegally funded government operations, because it's many different ones of these operations that they are funding and running. Is what people don't understand. And it's meant to all do something different, just like the social engineering is going on everywhere. Technically, there are whole neighborhoods that are under social engineering. People coming and going, living their lives, thinking they doing what they want to do, and they're all under fucking mind control. Okay? What they do with social engineering, when certain things go on, when they like staged events and different things go on, whether they release that there's a serial killer in a certain area, or they release that there's some type of mass shooting, or there's a terrorist attack or something like that, or whatever. With social engineering, if you notice, when anything major go on or what have you, if any type of protest, marches, looting, all that shit goes on, it as quick as it start, if you notice, it start just like that, and it's allowed to go on for a particular amount of time, and then boom, it ends. It's because they're controlling it all. Under the social engineering and mind control techniques and shit they're using, they literally can cause a riot. There could be a people out in a park, or no, like a park, or even like a concert or something like that, or what have you. And with the technology they got, they send some type of frequency, some type of something, or what have you, and can cause a whole riot, can cause a huge fight to break out, can cause disaster to strike in a concert, at a park, amongst a group of people, all kinds of shit. Y'all seen that brawl that broke out, or what they say, Florida at Lake something, or what have you? Shit like that be targeted and shit. They do shit like this. They've been trying to cause a race war forever, and regular, everyday, average Joe people, us out here to just living life, we ain't fucking racist like that. Ain't no black people going to predominantly white neighborhoods and bothering them people, and them people ain't middle class to upper class people, Caucasian or any other race, ain't making it their business to come to urban areas just to bother me. You know what I'm saying? Whereas most people is not on no racist ass shit like that. They be setting up shit on purpose to cause a race war. You know why? So they can declare martial law and lock everything the fuck down, usher people to fucking FEMA camps. And stack your ass up 10 at a time in the mass grave coffins and shit. Yeah. So if you notice, all the targeted individuals, they have been neglected and abandoned. Like all the people you'll see who are homeless, who are in hotels, living on the street or whatever, they're all been targeted. They all have been targeted. Okay? People, the one of the first things they do when they target you is to isolate you. That's why you wake up one day and you have no friends, you have no family, you have no lover. If you have a job, they'll make you lose your job. Okay, they'll sabotage your car so you won't have any transportation. They do all kinds of things. They want you. They break down your support system, and they have you in isolation. by yourself, you got nothing and nobody, that breaks a lot of people down. That alone shatters a lot of people's minds. Okay? Other persons, you still like neglected. They have people to neglect you and abandon you and leave you out in the cold, leave you in harsh conditions. So if you juggling, if you struggling, if you without, if you can't make ends meet, if whatever, and they tell people not to help you, they recruit people to mistreat you. Okay? Five of Swords is all about uh, um conflict, defeat. They want you defeated. They cause conflict in your life. They're hostile towards you. They have other people to be hostile towards you. The Five of Swords is about abuse and plot twists against you. You're abused in all kinds of ways. The Five of Cups talks about sadness, loss, disappointment, regret, grief, sorrow, misery. This is a state that of mind that they put people in with these illegally funded government operations. But the Four of Swords often can speak, like I said, to persons in need of help, healing, recovery, recuperation, or what have you. Or you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Four of Swords, all these cards have different energies. Okay, that's just all the energies that goes along with it. But the Four of Swords can speak of injury. They cause people to be, they hurt, harm, and endanger people in various different ways. The Four of Swords can also speak to like healing and recuperation and different things like that, but it also speaks to like isolation and a non-action, silence, okay, silencing people, injuring people, forcing people into isolation and solitude and different things like that, or what have you. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, the Wheel of Fortune talks about a lot of things, from fortunes to expansions to life cycles, changes. Okay, it speaks to a lot of different things. Um, but yeah, that's what's going on with these illegally funded government operations, guys. Okay, to clarify secret society, we got the moon and the judge and judgment here. Okay, so we know that the moon talk about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark. I feel like these people, obviously, these, speaking of secrets, these secret societies are secret. Okay, well, they claim to be. Okay, but the moon speaks to a lot of different things, from illusions being created, even fear and overwhelm being created in people. It also speaks to secret things, hidden things, cover ups, and criminal activity. It's a whole lot of shady people and dirty dealings involved with that moon here. Okay, it's things that's going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind one's back, and these secret societies are involved in this. Okay, judgment here, which is the reason why. So these secret hidden things that go on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, is the secret societies that is making the judgments, the decisions, to take action, to make some type of decision, to be on some type of mission, to do these things, to make these, set things, certain things happen and occur. Okay. Spirit clarified, there can't be peace if they already declared war. There can't be peace if they already declared war. Ten of Wands, burdens, hardships, problematic situations, stress, overwhelm. There can't be peace if they already declared war. Yeah, Ace of Swords here. Spirit say that's the truth. That's clarity. Yeah. The Ace of Swords is all about truth, clarity, awareness, insight, epiphanies, visions, breakthroughs, and different things like that. Their spirit is saying there cannot be any peace if they have already declared war. Okay, and this war that they have declared on the collective is for the purposes of money. A lot of times here, because two aces came out: Ace of Swords, Ace of Coins. Here, the Ace of Coins is all about abundance. The truth of the matter is, collective, they are working against you for the purposes of money. When they sacrifice people, set people up to be sacrificed and killed and shit, and they premeditated murder, it's for the purposes of money. When they exploit you and upload that shit to the dark web and all this other kind of shit, and people prying into your life and watching you, you know what I'm saying, invading and violating your privacy, your human rights, all up in your business and shit, they're uploading that shit to the dark webs for these sick, twisted ass fucking freaks. They're making money off that. They're exploiting you for the purposes of fucking money. Okay? So there can't be peace if they have already declared war. Spirit is saying. That's the truth. Spirit, clarify domestic terrorism. Domestic terrorism. Somebody could be facing jail or imprisonment for domestic terrorism. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords here, which can speak of like a crisis situation, doom and gloom. Okay, it's like this stuck type of energy. Somebody being stuck, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation. It can speak to captivity, hostage situations, and different things like that as well. Spirit is saying. Okay, I'm seeing the Three of Swords here. The Three of Swords and the King of Cups here. Some type of, the Three of Swords is all about heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, or anguish. What is what's going on with this domestic terrorism? Hold on, guys. We had a card that fell. I put that in the Eight of Swords back in here. I'm seeing it again though. Somebody that's involved with domestic terrorism. Ah. Could be facing imprisonment or something like that. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords with the World here, okay? So this domestic terrorism is in an effort to trap people, entrap people. The World is about completions and endings. Something going full circle, something coming to an end for something new to begin, okay? The Eight of Swords is about entrapment. Okay? Doom, gloom, crisis. One being stuck, restricted, unable to move. The World is about completions and endings here, or what have you. Whoever this Hierophant is, something is gained over for this person that's in this Hierophant position here, okay? Something is over. Okay? Because of all the time, energy, and effort that they have put into ultimately betraying someone, Spirit is saying. Okay, this person is a big bad bully who is a liar, cheater, thief, manipulator, con artist that's been sneaking and creeping around trying to get away with something. This person is a domestic terrorist, been doing things to entrap people, to bring some type of end to people here. Okay, this could be what is happening to this person here, whoever's in this Hierophant position. Spirit is saying. Yeah. Spirit, what's the overall energy here, guys? I did not expect this to go on this long, guys, okay? But I just had to come on here, child, and just let y'all have it today, honey. Give y'all something to think about, something to talk about, child. Okay? Spirit, what's the overall energy? What's the overall energy? I'm seeing the Nine of Coins here. There seems to be this big emphasis on money. Okay? Yeah. There seems to be a big emphasis on a large amount of money, collective, okay? As some extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions about this large amount of money here, okay? And something from the past, some type of offer, proposition, or proposal of some kind. There's a lot of people involved. I'm saying an air sign, masculine, water sign, masculine. There were several female energies that wanted to come out as well. There's something has to do with, if you all are resonating with any of the, any of these messages of what's going on here, guys. Okay, collective. No matter what the people say, okay. Your gang stalkers, your bullies, the trolls, the ops, the agents of chaos, whomever, okay? You are being targeted about a large amount of money. Something has to do with a large amount of money. Now, true enough, I mean, if you're somebody who is awake, who's aware, who since you've been awakened, you speak some type of truth or clarity, whether you proclaim to be a truther or a whistleblower, or because I don't, me personally, I don't like titles. I don't do click clubs, groups, and gangs and shit. Don't put me in a group with no goddamn body else, bitch, because we ain't the same. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, or what have you. But at the same time, I feel those people, you know what I'm saying, who people like to classify as conspiracy theorists or truthers or whistleblowers or what have you, whatever. I just don't do titles. Period. I don't do titles. You know what I'm saying? Unless you married or you have some type of, you know, some type of position, title, or role where you hold some type of credentials for that position, then there should be the only people with a title. You know what I'm saying? I don't, other than that, I don't like titles and click clubs and groups. You know what I'm saying? Because, what I'm saying, be like, oh, this type of people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if black was your favorite color and you wore black every day, people will automatically classify you as being gothic. You might not be a bit more gothic or know anything about gothic, or know anybody else that's got, you know what I'm saying? But people classify you as that. You understand what I'm saying? If you a person who happens to like bandanas and you wear a different color bandana every day, somebody see them, oh, they're a gang member. Don't. I just don't like titles. You don't put titles on them. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Any of that. And most people who try to title people and shit, they don't know you from fucking Adam. To know such a thing is the fact true. You know what I'm saying? Or what have you. So I don't really care for titles. Um, but something definitely here. Those of you who are resonating with this reading, you're being targeted or what have you. Guys, hold on just a minute. Okay, guys. So I know this reading has gone on for quite some time, guys. Okay, but it's really, just think about it. It's really not kind of different than you see those people who have to go live like every single day, and they be on there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours and shit or what have you, guys. Okay, but every once in a while, child, there is a reading that is worthy of getting as much information as possible, and this just happens to be one of them, child. Okay, every once in a while I just really have to go in on these people, child, um and give them something to talk about, child, because it don't matter what I do, what I say, what I'm working on, they gonna feel some type of way anyway. So you know what I'm saying. Sometimes though, especially if I'm focused, I'm working on other projects, doing other things, these people will just be vigorously in my energy, refuse to leave me alone. So I'll be like, okay, obviously y'all need my attention, so let me go to work, let me do some readings or something like that or what have you, guys. Okay, yeah, pure evil. Spirit is saying these people are pure evil. Okay, bad vibes all around. Spirit is saying, collective, your family made attempts to harm you. Your supposed family made attempts to harm you. Yeah, this is a low down and dirty shame, guys. Okay, this entire situation, certain persons in particular who are involved, is a low down and dirty shame. Spirit is saying, I'm seeing spiritual attack here. You've been being spiritually attacked. Okay, I'm also seeing smear campaign and dream manipulation here, guys. So you have been like under like really vigorous attack. Spiritual, psychic spiritual attacks, smear campaigns, dream manipulations here. It's because you are a psychic collective, okay? Yeah. And you are a high priestess collective, okay? I'm also seeing illegal implantation chip here, okay? Whoever you are resonating with this, whether you know or not, you have a chip inside of you, okay? So those of you who are, I mean, they could do this, the things that they do without you being chipped in this day and time or what have you. But like if you are like a 70s baby, if you're like a 60s, 70s, or 80s baby, you likely have a chip in you. Okay, there could be some other ones that they chipped after that or what have you. Um, but technically, in this day and time, they really don't have to chip you in an effort to game stalk you, harass you, illegally invade and violate, any of that or what have you. But you have a chip in you, so the frequencies. This is how they are able to tap into the frequencies of your mind and your body. Okay, so easily. This is the reason why they refuse to leave you alone. You get back to back, bombarded with telepathic communications, and all of that. Okay, because you have a chip in you. Okay, I'm seeing big banksters here, so there could be some big banksters who are involved um, and what's going on as what's being done to you. Okay, I'm also seeing something here about you were adopted and no one ever told you. Okay, this could be something that's like top secret and classified here. Okay, and there's government operations involved in this because this is something that was hidden from you here. Okay, this speaks to your importance as much as who your real parents are importance. Okay, who they are and what happened to them, where they are, if they're still living or what have you. But you were adopted and no one ever told you. Okay, and there's something very significant about long lost family, your long lost family, spirit is saying. Okay, some of you may have some of you may have a long lost family who is a part of this attack. Like you, that may know who you are, but you don't know who they are. Could even be a part of this attack against you. Um, I would have to look. Damn, I would have to look into that more. Um, to see for sure, but it's possible. Big Banksters here wants to come out again, so there's something significant to Big Banksters Collective. I'm seeing cowards here. Spirit is saying these individuals are cowards. Okay, these are cowards within these secret societies who's spreading these smear campaigns against you. They're in secret societies and they're fucking devil worshippers, but got the audacity to be spreading a smear campaign about you. Bitch, you can't even tell the people publicly that you worship Lucifer as your god. Okay? And you sold your soul to the fucking devil, bitch. You walking around here demonically the fuck possessed, but got the audacity to be spread smear campaigns about somebody else. I bet you won't tell people what you had to do for initiation to get in that goddamn secret society, bitch. I bet you won't tell nobody that. But you're around here spreading smear campaigns on some goddamn body. How many times you get popped in the ass exactly before you got higher fucking ranking within your secret societies? Huh? How many people you done had to sacrifice? You get higher ranking with when you abuse children and shit. How many of those have you accomplished? Man, babies you done sacrificed on altars and shit. Bitch, I mean, we can go into it. Talk about a smear campaign. These be the very people they got links and ties to motherfucking sex rings and different things. Now I don't make it my business get involved in people private personal business like that or whatever, because I wouldn't care if you was gay, straight, bi, curious, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with people and target people and attack people for shit like that. That's your own personal private fuck business. I don't give a damn who you fucking, what you like, or any damn thing like that. But let's be for real, bitch. Since we want to talk about smear campaigns, how many bodies you got? Huh? How many times you done had to get it popped in the ass? How many dicks you done sucked? Bitch? Huh? Why the fuck you still in the closet, bitch? It's a new world. You still in the fucking closet. You still tiptoeing in the goddamn closet and shit. Talking about a smear campaign. Huh? How many times you done cheated on your goddamn wife? And different shit. Or your hood, or whatever, however which way the fuck it go, bitch. Hmm? How much blood you done had to drink? Piss you done had to drink? Shit you done had to eat, bitch. Since we want to talk about smear campaign, how many of them orgy parties you done went to? Huh? I don't care. I understand kinky. I may not be down with all the shit that y'all down to fuck with, but hey, I understand. I get it. No judgment. Do you? But bitch, since y'all wanna run smear campaigns, bitch. Hmm? Y'all collective spirits say they all up in your business, but everything about them top secret and classified. That's not how this go. Oh, do as I say, not as I do, face ass motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers say they think it's okay for them to do what I will, but you can't. Ass face motherfuckers. They all up in between your business, but everything about them is top secret and classified. But they running smear campaigns on you. Don't you hate a bitch that's all up in between your business, try to run your name out through the motherfucking mud and talk about you like a goddamn dog, but they don't want you to fucking know any goddamn thing about them? You know how many bitches out here calling some damn body hoes, and them bitches had babies when they was 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 to fuck years old, bitch. That means you had to be sucking and fucking a whole year to 2 years ahead of motherfucking time before your stupid ass got the fuck impregnated. Them be the same bitches that's right now full grown today, call theyself in church with they fake phony Christian asses, secretly in secret societies, a secret witch, and worshiping the goddamn devil, bitch. But you want to call somebody else a hoe, but when back in the day when you was hoeing and gave birth when you was a fucking teenager, at least we had sense not to fucking give birth as a teenager, ho. But today you want to make somebody else out to be a motherfucking hoe. Talking about you count other people's motherfucking bodies and shit. You forgot when you was somebody's daddy's bottom, bitch. Bitch, don't get it twisted talking about a smear campaign. Where they do that at? Huh? Fact check that shit, bitch. The fuck? Motherfuckers worried about all how many bodies and shit you got, and you come from an incestuous ass fucking family, bitch. But don't nobody want to fact check that. Talking about a smear campaign. Fuck it out of here. We can get it. Blood sacrificing family lovers and friends for money. Yeah. The fuck? It's talking about a motherfucking smear campaign. But y'all the same motherfuckers. Because I know I lived through it. I'm not just talking about it. I know I lived through it. You pimped your children and your grandchildren out to the motherfucking United States, the fuck government, for them to be humanly experimented the fuck on, chipped and implanted, MK Ultra, mind control, brainwash, pimped out, passed around, trafficked in them some more shit. You got your incentives, and that's how the fuck you got out the hood, bitch. But you want to run a smear campaign. Come on with it. Come on. Talk about it, bitch. All up in between somebody else's fucking business, but everything about you top secret and classified. Bitch, why are you upset about who the fuck somebody has fucked and who the fuck they have not, bitch? Now, back in the day when you used to party and get drunk and get high. Do a little dance, make a little love, and get down tonight, ass type shit. Oh, everything was alright. But today, y'all running motherfucking smear campaigns. Bitch, you can miss me with the bullshit. Yeah. You can miss me with the bullshit. Talk about a smear campaign, bitch. Because if you ain't gonna play the fuck fair, then you it don't even matter. What's the fucking point? That's why I'm telling y'all, bruh. The people that's fucking working against y'all are fucking predators and perpetrators. Or they sold out to predators and perpetrators. but got the destiny to be working against you. That's why spirits say they cowards. Y'all too pussy to tell the truth to yourself, let alone the general public, that you worship Lucifer as your God. That's why Lucifer don't even like y'all for real, bitch. That's why y'all gotta do all them silly ass motherfucking rituals and sacrifices and shit. That's why you have to do all that fucking degrading ass shit for Lucifer to get in the motherfucking thing, bitch. It'll get to you. But that's why you gotta do all this shit, cause Lucifer don't even like y'all stupid ass for fucking real, cause you ain't even praising and worshiping Lucifer like that. You won't even say it with your chest publicly that Lucifer is really your God, and that's who you worship. And you around here shepherd for the damn devil. You don't even want nobody to know. But running smear campaigns on some of the fuck body else. Fuck up out of here. Bitch. Cause if you real, like you say you real, you come for real, bitch. And you come direct with it. Don't mean people perfect. That people are forever and always been without fault or some shit like that. But I firmly believe if there's a problem and you have a problem with somebody, first of all, you address the source. You don't go all in behind and into in every damn body else about this person. Go everybody except for the source. And if there's a problem, you confront that problem when it is a fucking problem, bitch. Otherwise, the motherfucker got a smooth case, a sudden case of fucking amnesia on your ass. Bitch, what you talking about? Y'all around here targeting people 20 years, 30 years later and different shit. Like, that, what the fuck are you talking about? You ain't talking the fuck at all. Because you bitches too coward to even come face to face with nobody. Against no goddamn body. No, you behind the scenes bullying some goddamn body. You behind the scenes targeting some goddamn body. You behind the scenes doing witchcraft, sorcery, and black magic and voodoo on somebody. You behind the scenes spreading smear campaigns on some fucking body and think a bitch is supposed to be fucked up about it. But it's the principle of the whole fucking thing. Because this shit is ridiculous. That's what I was telling y'all earlier. Man. The very people who targeting y'all and working against y'all right now, doing the very same things that they are doing to y'all right now, if you did to them, it would be a problem. And these motherfuckers are hypocrites, bro. I swear to God, the exact same thing. So you know how you got witches and warlocks out here. It's doing spell work and curses on you, hexes on you, root work on you, and all kinds of shit, right? But if you was that bitch that was doing the witchcraft, sorcery, and black magic and voodoo on them, they would flip it on you and try to expose you. Oh, this person is evil, they're wicked, they're over there doing... That's when they act all high and mighty and righteous. Oh, they are into some demonic things. They're worshiping, then that's when they're flipping. They're worshiping the devil, and they're call themselves doing spell work on people and doing this and that, but they know they down with it. Oh, but that's not the point. They'll put you on blast for doing it and then bust your ass right away and flip it in public. You ever seen a motherfucker like that? That's how they do. The exact same shit they doing to you right now. If you was to hack them, they phones, they computers, if you was to steal their mail and all this shit that they have done to you, oh baby, they would have had you taken down immediately. They would have damn near treated your ass like a motherfucking terrorist around this bitch. Or they would have charged you to the fullest extent of the law immediately. Now, mind you, this is the same shit they doing to you right the fuck now. Right the fuck now. Community mobbing. You're also an empath collective. Look, death spells. They doing death spells on you. See what I'm talking about? You was around here doing death spells on them. And they found out about it. Oh, baby, they been a damn near went to goddamn me, the Vatican some goddamn where, and told them you demonically possessed. They been told you all kinds of shit. Oh, they're doing death spells on people. They been made you out to be the worst person that goddamn world. They say your ass under demonic possession. You possessing some motion. They'll act all high and mighty and righteous. Meanwhile, this is what the fuck they're doing to you behind your back, right the fuck now. Yeah. If you was tracking and tracing them, if you were stalking them, if you were harassing them, if you refused to leave them alone, get out their motherfucking energy and shit, stop spreading gossip and rumors and lies and different shit about them or what have you, if you was doing witchcraft, sorcery, black magic or voodoo on them, if you was using spyware, artificial intelligence, illegal technologies, and you know what I'm saying, and other kind of shit to target and attack them, baby, they make you all kinds of fucking wrong. Immediately. Mind you, I'm talking the exact same things that they are doing to you, that they act like they are righteous for the fuck doing, when they ain't righteous in the least bit, and they fucking know it. And once again, we're not talking about anything legal. We're not talking about law and order here. Because this not justice. It's not law and order what they're doing to you. That's why they're not justified. They're not righteous in anything that they're doing, and they know it. They just attack people year after year after year after year, wasting the best years of your fucking life. Just wasting your life on purpose. Which is another thing that they matter of factly do on purpose. Waste all the best years of your life. And before you know it, you too old to enjoy life, to enjoy anything, to have anything like that. They do it on fucking purpose. To drain you of your energy, harvest off your energy, block you from succeeding or progressing or ever accomplishing anything. They do it the fuck on purpose. Because they are selfish, fucking coward ass bastards. And they know it. And they're mad because you know it. And if you're anything like me, you speak up the fuck about it. But I'm sorry, you are not going to bully me into submission, and you're not going to abuse me and think I'm not going to say any damn thing about it, because you could not just not be the fuck abusing me. I done told you to stop. My spirit guides done told you to stop. My ancestors done told you to stop. The Most High done told you to stop. My archangels, my guardian angels done told you to stop. You said you bad. And you refuse to fucking stop. Therefore, I refuse to stop speaking out about what the fuck you are doing to me illegally and unjustly. Period. I'm going to let the world know. Whether you like it the fuck or not. Because you could have stopped doing what you was doing any goddamn day. But you refused to. Because you're just toxic. You evil like that. You wicked like that. You have no souls. You have no hearts. Y'all get off on torturing people. That's y'all's pleasure. I'm seeing Human Organ Harvesters Collective. They be sacrificing people for their organs and shit as well. Satanic powers that be. You have angelic protection, collective. You have angelic protection around you. Okay? But, I mean, and it doesn't keep you from being attacked. I mean, you do have angelic protection, but you still enduring these things that you know what I'm saying, it's happening. Shadow government. Somebody might have a luxury vehicle or get a luxury vehicle or something. Okay? Yeah, money. These are devil worshipping secret society people who are cowards spreading some type of smear campaign against you, doing death spells on you, got all these bad vibes around. I'm telling you, there is a big aspect of money here. Somebody in particular, everybody is being targeted for a different reason. Like I told y'all, some people are being targeted just because of the simple fact that you are a truther or a whistleblower. Okay. Some of you are, there are people who are being targeted who have filed lawsuits against certain companies and all of a sudden started being targeted. If you were ever wrongfully terminated from a job, you call corporate or you told the owner that you were going to get a lawyer or something like that, you started being targeted thereafter, guarantee you. They think you're too stupid to know. I'm not. People are being targeted for different reasons. Those of you who have had persons who to pass away and you were the beneficiary in somebody's life insurance policy, or you were left in someone's will or something like that, and this person left you some type of estate or home or property or land or a large lump sum of money or some shit like that, or what have you, especially if you were somebody of color, and especially if you are someone who is in poverty right now. That's where that racism is real, colorism is real, sexism is real comes in at. They are discriminating against you, and this is the shit that pisses me off, because they will not, out of the smear campaigns that they send about you, they can call you a bitch, a whore, a liar, a cheater, and some more shit. Ain't shit that they can say that is worse than the shit that they are a part of and do they goddamn self. So fuck them and what the fuck they got to say, bitch. And if you want to write it up and tape it up and take it to motherfucking trial, you got to prove that shit. But you gonna have to tell the judge the truth about all the illegal fucking crimes that you done committed against this person the first, bitch. Because they will not tell the truth about the fact of why they are really targeting you. Some of you were left in as like the beneficiary or something, or left in somebody's will or something, and you are being targeted for that because these people want to steal something. For some of you all, the fraud was already committed. They already stole it from you. And they've been vigorously attacking you and trying to sacrifice you to get away with the fraud. Not to mention the person who passed away was a sacrifice. So if the fraud is exposed, that person being sacrificed is going to be exposed. And all the parties involved. Okay? A lot of things that get exposed. So they have been vigorously working against you, trying to get rid of you, targeting you, running some bullshit ass smear campaign to deflect from the crimes that they're committing against you. Because this is what cowards do. And they're not telling the general public. They're not telling these gang stalkers the truth. They're giving each one of these gang stalkers bits and pieces of different shit and lying to a whole lot of people or whatever. But they're not telling anybody we are discriminating against this person. We are committing a hate crime against this person. We are racist against this person. We are sexist against this person. We are colorist against this person. We are using cruel and unusual punishment against this person. We are trying to sacrifice and kill this person. We are trying to set this person up. We're trying to make this person out to be crazy so we can institutionalize this person. They are not telling the truth about why they are really targeting you. They have either already committed the fraud and stolen this money from you, or they got this shit hidden and they wasting. They're trying to buy more time. They have been wasting all these years of your life. Got your shit hidden with the hopes that they could sacrifice you by a certain fucking time and they can just go ahead and take the shit and keep it for themselves. Man, I'm trying to tell you. And it's so fucked up, because if you got children, if you were the beneficiary of anything, this is the reason why they're targeting your children as well. If you have children, if you were the beneficiary of anything or left in somebody's will or whatever, if they got rid of you, that shit would go to your next of kin, which is your children. They could just, your children might not have a clue. They wouldn't tell your kids about no money, about no properties or any fucking thing. They would keep that shit, them properties, that money for themselves. Your kids will never know about it, especially if they got disabilities. And they'll fucking sell them off and to the highest motherfucking bidder, pimp them out and put them under my curse some more shit. The same way they fucking did you. I can call these bitches dirty dice before they stop rolling. They too coward to tell the truth as to why they really working against you. Fuck you and your smear campaign, bitch. Fuck you and your illegal government funded operations. Because them motherfuckers is not righteous in the least bit for anything that they are doing. And we are not talking about law and fucking order. Because real law and order, that's what the justice system is for. And there wouldn't have been no need to stalk you, harass you, target you, illegally invade you, violate you, or any motherfucking thing like that. Things would have been handled according to the law for any type of particular crime or any motherfucking thing. And guess what? Even in that shit, you still would have had rights. If we were talking about real law and order, real justice, we're not talking about that. These motherfuckers are committing a hate crime against you. And think they getting away with it by community mobbing you, spreading smear campaigns about you, while they actively plot, plan, and scheme behind the scenes on how to fucking sacrifice you. Fuck out of here. From the satanic powers that be to the shadow government is involved. These fake phony motherfucking families, your family made attempts to harm you. This is why. These motherfuckers have sacrificed many fucking people. They are involved. They are in some shit that these cult coves and secret societies that are into human organ harvesting. They sacrifice people and they steal their organs, and then motherfuckers go to the wealthy fucking elites. That's the truth. That's what they ain't gonna tell no motherfucking body. That they want to make you out to be the problem. Last I checked, collective. If you a targeted individual, you probably you ain't committed no murder. You don't steal people's organs. You don't traffic people. You're not a sodomite. You're not around here illegally invading and violating people. You're not torturing and attacking people. You don't rape people. You're not none of that shit. You don't do none of the shit that these people are doing. Illegally experimenting on people and playing chips in fucking people, doing dream manipulation, mind manipulation, thought manipulation, that shit. These motherfuckers, whoever you are, collective, resonating with this just like myself, these motherfuckers won't even tell you the truth about the fact that you were adopted, and the motherfucking bitch made ass family that made attempts to harm you ain't even your real family. So this means you got strangers that ain't even your real flesh and blood trying to kill your ass for some fucking money. Never mind the fact of all the money that they made off of you when you were still under mind control while they were exploiting you. Where all the fuck that money at? Somebody could be a pastor. Somebody could be a pastor, or ordained minister, a deacon, or reverend, a religious leader of some kind, or something like that. That could be the reason why that Hierophant energy came the fuck out. Spirits say they hate you because they ain't you. I'm seeing spreading lies. They've been spreading lies. Yeah, illegal government experimentation, collective. This is what you've had to endure. Everybody not happy for you. What I tell you, a car, a house, and inheritance money was stolen from you by those closest to you. Some of you they already stole this shit long time ago. And for the longest, like years ago, because like y'all, I done been that I know of. I done been being targeted all my life. Now that I'm awakening and aware and the study and the research a lot of shit and the got downloads and shit like that, I know I've been a target since I was a child or what have you. But like I said, I didn't started going through my awakening until I was like, 28, 29. Like by the time I was 30, I was, all the way awakened. Okay? And so not long after that did weird things start happening, and I realized that I was being targeted and attacked the way I was. Okay, especially after I began to like people started finding out that I was awakened and I was speaking out about certain things. I had completely changed my life, like all kinds of stuff or what have you, and people started acting real funny and doing all kind of different things, and I just really started being targeted, like even more so. after I had put out those poems and different things, right? So shit was crazy. From that time, like, for me, it's been so many years, y'all. So many years. I'm allegedly like 41 right now. Okay? That would technically be like, we talking like 10, 11 years that I have known of that I've been targeted. But I've been targeted, a target all my life. They've been doing shit to me all my life. But from the time of me being awake and aware and knowing that I was being targeted, making me aware of the shit that was going on, it's been like 10, 11 years. We're talking about a long fucking time. So for some of you all, they like these deaths occurred with certain people in the past, and they stole shit that rightfully belonged to you way back then, and they trying to get away. And so for the longest, I said all that to say, for the longest, I used to be like, okay, um, if they already stole the shit, and if they already took, why are they still attacking me? Why are they still working against me? If the whole objective was to steal what was rightfully left to me or my child or whoever, then why are, and they already got it, why the fuck are they attacking me? Because these people, I don't know about y'all, but they stole my identification, they stole my mail, had people close to me to do the shit so they can get away with this goddamn fraud. So they could commit this fraud. Hid certain documentations for court dates and all other kinds of shit. Lied, perjured themselves in courts of laws and all kind of shit. This means that they had judges and court clerks and all kinds of other people in power in their motherfucking pocket. Insurance agencies, lawyers, some more shit in their fucking pocket, working with them to pull this shit off. And for the longest, year after year after year, especially when the targeting started getting worse and whatever, I'm like, I don't even understand. I'm like, why won't they stop? Like, if they got what the fuck they wanted, like, why am I still being targeted? Why is my child being targeted? Why is motherfuckers trying to sacrifice us and different things like that? Like, why do they keep persisting with this shit? You understand what I'm saying? And then still exploiting you. You're still being exploited, because if you're being illegally invaded and violated and watched even in the privacy of your own home, you are still being exploited. Somebody is watching that footage. That's exploitation. And somebody's making money off of that. You know, but that's what's going on here. That's what's going on here, okay? And then, like, for those of you all where it has, because like and especially if there's like more than one thing, for those of you all, like I said, I feel like there's certain things that some of these individuals may have already gotten their hands on. Like, if there was a home left to you, they could have took that and sold it or destroyed it a long fucking time ago. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have gotten like certain things in increments and different things like that, and there could have been like one huge lump sum of something. And some of y'all, maybe like myself, have had multiple people who have passed away and left things for yourself or your child. Okay, and these people intercepted it and stole those things as well from, you know what I'm saying? You might have had somebody that passed away and left you a home. One person passed away and you was the beneficiary on their life insurance policy. Somebody else passed away and you was in their will, or your children, or what have you. All of which should have went through you. But these people stole it. They took it. And they pranced around gloating on what they were doing to you. Oh, it was funny. It was all fun and games at your fucking expense. While people sat back and made it a mockery of you and made your life a living fucking hell. That's why I could never trust another soul in this world ever the fuck again. It's interesting because I've thought about that so many times. When you are before you will go through an awakening, we are like blissfully ignorant. Okay, but during that time, we are the most optimistic about life because we don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it doesn't matter what happens. With that blissful ignorance creates something in us that just like motivates us to keep going. Oh, it's okay. We tell ourselves it's all right. Get up, dust side, step up. We're gonna try again. You understand what I'm saying? And we keep on going, we keep on going. But once you awaken, you know what I'm saying? At first, when I first was waking, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is worse, being asleep and unaware of this shit, or being the fuck awake. Cause once you awake, it's like a living nightmare. It's like you wake up in hell that was around you all along, but you was never aware of it. But it was in plain sight all along. It's the most fucked up shit. But every hope, wish, dream, desire, optimism, enthusiasm that you ever had is down the fucking drain. And if you're strong willed and you got a strong mind, you're like, okay, well, I can't give up on myself. I can't give up on life. So I need to figure out how to fucking cope. And then when you figure out how to cope, you then figure out how to fucking survive. How do you ride this out? How do you survive this? You know what I'm saying? Because, and within my research of shit and what was going on, because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that just like, jump head first. Walk off a cliff and jump head first into the fucking deep end. Awesome shit. If some shit is foreign or unfamiliar or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm a study it, research it, look some shit up or whatever, before the fuck I wig the fuck out or pop the fuck off. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm like, once I realize who the real people are that's behind this, because when you first being targeted, shit gets so bad. You like, okay, fuck these motherfuckers on the lower level. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to people who supposed to be authority, right? This is before you all the way aware of who all is involved. See, that's what I did when I was first being targeted. And I really didn't do it. I knew enough to know that I knew a lot when, you know what I'm saying? Nothing in particular. I didn't have any expectations. Okay? It was really a test on their part. Okay? Just to see what was going to happen. And so I went above the head of every low life, low level, low vibrational person, foot soldier that they had, gang stalker that they had working the fuck against me. And I went to the fuck authorities. From the feds to motherfucking district attorneys to the goddamn presidents to other politicians to any and everybody I could find in authority. I still got a copy of the letter I sent out today. And they was watching me in real time. The frequencies was turned up so motherfucking high then. I was getting telepathic communication from everywhere. I was hearing other people's fucking conversation, all kinds of shit, bruh. They knew the shit was coming before the fuck it even got there. Okay? But I wrote them. In an intelligent, you know what I'm saying, decent way. Explain the situation, explain the problem. Because my thing is this, okay? These are supposed to be the people in authority and the power, okay? Because when you're going through this shit and you've never been through it before, and they just flip the switch and it's like boom, you're going through all this shit and you don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is different. All kinds of things is happening. Or what have you. So I contacted, I'm like, look, is there a problem? Am I the problem? Have I done something wrong? Let's rectify the situation if so. You know what I'm saying? But, I said, speak, in an intelligent manner about the situation and what was going on and different things. Because these are people who are in power and authority, who say that they took oaths to serve and protect and therefore, we the people and what is right and all this other kind of shit. So I'm like, who else to go to besides the authorities? Because when you first being targeted, you don't know exactly where the shit is coming from. Who's doing it? But this was a test on their part. Cause I'm like, either, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if they really stand for law, like they wouldn't tolerate this shit. This is these are illegal things that's going on. From stalking to hacking to tracking to illegal invasions and violations to domestic terrorism as type shit, like all kinds of shit. So at the very least, they'd be concerned. Okay, I didn't expect anything though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, either they're gonna be concerned and they're going to help me figure this situation out or what have you, or you know what I'm saying? They're gonna ignore me and I do nothing. They ignored me. They didn't do anything. But it was a test. I tested them. Because if they acted like that they were concerned and was willing to help me, even if they didn't do anything, it was the principle of the whole thing. It was a test to just see their principle and where they stood. You know what I'm saying? To at the very least act like you care about these type of matters, even if behind the scenes you wasn't gonna really do anything or you couldn't really do anything. It's about the fact of, you know what I'm saying? It's just like if you had a friend that came to you and told you, oh, I'm going through this, and the others happening, or whatever. You're gonna listen to that friend. You're gonna console that friend. You're gonna have sympathy and empathy for that friend. And even at the end of y'all in exchange, a communication of what's going on, whether it's anything that you can actually do to help them or not, it was the mere fact that you was supportive to that person, of listening to them, hearing them out, giving maybe some suggestions of what this person could do, to even halfway act like you care or give a damn. When you don't do that, but just imagine not doing that. You being that person that went to different and then not doing that. You being disregarded. They failed that test and letting me know. I knew then that they were involved. Because there's no way that you can say that you stand for law and order and you are in power and you are in authority, and I'm telling you that these things are going on, and your response to this is nothing, is disregard. And then after that, the attacks got worse. The harassment got the fuck worse. I was so pissed off. There are bitches who have been invited to the White House for taking milk and fucking cereal baths and going viral. But you can't hear me out. You don't understand that this is real and what I'm going through. And you ignoring me just further lets me know that you are involved. I went to my local government to hire the fuck up government, and y'all did absolutely nothing. These bitches have sat around here and blood sacrificed people back to back to back and committed fraud and all kinds of shit. Me and my daughter has been vigorously attacked. My daughter has been groomed. She was almost trafficked from fucking school. All kinds of shit. Y'all did nothing. But I said, okay. And I charged that shit to the game. And I knew from then that I could never trust another living soul on this earth, because everything that I grew up believing was all a fucking lie. That when you wake up, see, it's not when you first wake up. It's about midways after you have waken up, and that veil is lifting from your eyes, that you like, it's like a punch in the fucking face. You realize every fucking thing that you have ever been told, from your family to the church house to the motherfucking schoolhouse to the government, was a fucking lie. And then you get mad, you get pissed off to the fucking fullest, and you realize you in this shit alone. It's survival of the motherfucking fittest in this bitch, and it can be the fuck whatever. And the bitch, the worst thing you ever fucking did was to fuck target me. But the day I realized that you was what, cause see, at first I'm like, okay, I see what it is. I'm ready to say go, y'all. I'm ready to say go. I'm like, any day they gonna take a bitch out. I said, but I be damned if I'm gonna leave my work and shit around and let somebody steal my shit. Y'all, work I never fucking put out. I gathered up, I threw it away. I'm talking about paintings and all kinds of personal effects that I had. I gathered that shit up and I threw it the fuck away. And I sat there and waited for them motherfuckers to come and kill me. Now remind you, even then, in my awakening, they coming for me. I was not aware how they were attacking children as well, that my daughter was in danger. Baby. And so I hadn't got to the point that I had made preparation. It got so bad I had made preparations for my child. I'm like, okay, this what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear no death. I don't fear no evil. Bitch, fuck it, whatever. If it's my time to go, and the Most High has chosen a time such as this to forsake me, then so the fuck be it, bitch. I'ma stand 10 toes down, 2 feet on the ground with my big girl panties on, bitch, and I'ma take my lick like a fucking G. I made preparations for my motherfucking baby, bruh. When the motherfucking government and everybody fucking ignoring me and different shit like that or whatever, and then they start having motherfuckers, this is when they start having motherfuckers in power and authority and professionals and shit try to gaslight me, bro. When I realized that they was working against my child, Most High revealed to me where they was working against my child, like the bills living from my eyes, all the things they was doing to my child. Like, bitch, then, before then, I was making preparations for her because in my mind, I'm like, okay, they fucking with me, they working against me. These bitches, they want to kill me, they want me gone. But I'm in my mind, I'm like, they're not gonna hurt no kids. Like, my child will be safe. All these motherfuckers around, somebody got her. Or my fake fucked up ass fucking family, one of their sides, or her people, somebody. There's plenty of them. Somebody got her. She be alright. You know what I'm saying? This is where my headspace was at the time. So I'm making preparations for, make sure if she gonna be okay and everything like that or what have you. I'm ready to say go. These motherfuckers gonna kill me any motherfucking day, bro. It had got so bad that I went to where I stayed at the time. It's really quite interesting because where I live now, the DHS office is like literally right down the street from me. Where I lived then, years ago, the DHS office was literally right around the corner from me. But I went up there, and ironically, the head DHS casework. I'm not sure of her title exactly. It was so interesting because this is a woman that I've been knowing almost my entire life since I was way younger. Okay, she used to be one of the house mothers at one of the facilities that I was at back then, but she's like working for the DHS office now as casework and different shit now, whatever. Um, and I knew this shit was set up, and they had me to speak to her for a reason because before I got pregnant with my daughter, um, when I came back from California, um, there was somebody that was around um, that I ended up meeting through my baby daddy or what have you. And I would chill with her sometime, go fish and hang out with her sometime or whatever. So I had met this guy through her. She introduced me to this guy. Okay, I had no idea who this man was. Okay, I met her through him. He kicked it with us a few times. He used to come around all the time or whatever. Come to find out, that woman that I'm talking about now, who used to be my house mother way back when I was younger and in the fucking state's custody in the fucking facility or what have you, she now works, in some type of higher position in the DHS office. Come to find out, that was her fucking husband. I had no fucking idea. I swear to God, on life. Okay, so I knew, which I found out after the fucking fact, which is fucking crazy. Okay, because yeah, it's fucking crazy. It was another situation, but I was introduced to that person, and then like, and it was like a whole, it was a whole setup and shit, like some foul shit could have fucking happened to me or what have you or whatever, because the person that introduced me to the person or what have you, ended up telling me all of a sudden that this person had went to prison and what they went to prison for, and it was like, pretty bad, real fucked up, whatever. But not to put that situation, that person's business all out there, but it was like pretty fucked up. But at the time, I did not know who the fuck his wife was. Okay, and I think they were separated. I think I don't even think they. I think they were still legally married, but they wouldn't even stay together because he came around like all the fucking time. I don't know. Maybe they were. I don't know. But anyway, so I found out after the fucking fact that this was her husband. Okay, and everything like that. So anyway, rewind. When I went to the DHS office, I knew it was not a fucking coincidence that they had me talk to this woman. Okay, and and so I went in there. I'm just like, I'm knowing it's a whole set of holding, everything or whatever. And I go in her office and I talk to her, whatever. And she's trying to be professional. She people people assume that you just ignorant, that you still blind and brainwashing them, that you don't fucking know anything. She was being professional and try to play it off. I knew exactly who she was, and I know she knew exactly who I was, or what have you. But I went in there about my child. I'm like, look, X, Y, and Z is going on. I tried to get help about what's happening, whatever. I'm here for my child. Okay, I need you. I need to give this to you. Should anything, this is. I want you to know what you want you all to know what is happening, what is going on. And should anything happen to me, my child do not need to go to these certain people. Okay, they're dangerous. If they're doing this to me, they'll do this to her, or what have you, what have you. I don't want her in the system, but I don't know that she would be safe even with these fucking people, okay, with what they are doing. She'd already been damn near abducted from school, all kinds of shit. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what's going on, right? And she ended up calling another caseworker lady in there, and she was like, have you ever heard of this? What's she talking about? And ironically, the woman that came in there, she's like, yeah, I never heard of that before. There were several people that I have talked to, from people at the DHS office to police officers, who told me that they knew exactly what I was talking about being targeted and shit like that. But it's like they all said the same thing. They knew exactly what it was and what I was talking about, but they said they all said they couldn't do anything about it because the shit comes from higher up. This is how I know that higher up fucking government, like on a fucking military ass level, like I think it's even above maybe fucking FBI or some shit like that or what have you. Like I think it's like, like military ass level, maybe CIA ass level, but I really think it's a military fucking level. But I know they have like third party as individuals that they have doing other shit to you and different shit like that or what have you. But the shit is very high ranking of who really running, ruling, controlling, and funding the operations of this shit or what have you. Because your local fucking government people, they can't do shit about it. And those of them who you run across who good people and who real, they'll be honest with you and be like, they done heard of it before by several people. They know about it and exactly what it is, but there's nothing they can do to stop it or prevent it or anything like that. There's nothing they can do about it. Okay? So anyway, so that woman came in, and so she ended up taking the information or what have you, and she was writing stuff down or whatever, and she was asking, she was like, okay, so what's your baby father name? And she had this look on her name. I know she thought I was gonna say her husband or something. She had this look on her face like I was gonna say her husband. But when I said my baby daddy's name or whatever, it was like, you know what I'm saying? So like it was some real shit. This is how I knew it was set up, okay? But anyway, so that happened. But after that, I spirit woke me up to what they have been doing to my child. Okay? And shit got even worse and worse or what have you. What happened, and like that was it. All bets was off, bitch. I'll make you bitches kill me in this motherfucker cold blood, bruh. I got a low tolerance to pain, bitch. I don't even do pain. It's a miracle that I even gave birth, bitch. Okay? I don't even understand the anatomy of how something the size of a watermelon can come out of something the size of a fucking lemon, bitch. Okay? Anyway, but by the grace, I had to have a cesarean, bitch, after pushing for more than 24 hours, okay? But nevertheless, That's my pain, bitch. Every last one of them motherfucking contractions, bitch. Okay? I should be a rich bitch right now off a slip and fall in the motherfucking Walmart store. Right the fuck now. But because I ain't no malicious bitch on that whole ass shit, all I was worried about was my fucking baby. Get my big ass up off that goddamn floor. I paid for it the fuck later because I was in some excruciating ass pain. And that damn night, my motherfucking mucus plug broke. I should have sued them bitches for every motherfucking thing they the fuck had. But I ain't that type of bitch, y'all. But that's my pain. My child, my motherfucking pain. I gave birth to her, bitch. The worst thing they ever did was to let me know two things. You wanted me dead, and that you working against my child, bitch. I would lose my mind for a time, oh Lord, about my child. Oh yeah, I would catch a body, bitch. I would become a deadly woman, bitch. You have to call Nancy Grace, or some goddamn Aphrodite, some goddamn body, bitch. Cause I'ma go there by mine. You can believe that. I'ma ride or die for mine. I'm gonna do anything for motherfucking mine, bitch. I'll go without anything just to make sure mine got every fucking thing. Bitch. So when I found out that they was working against my child, cause I'm thinking at first, okay, they working against me. This shit's serious. This severe. I ain't never, experienced this in life. I knew for sure them motherfuckers was coming to kill me any fucking day. This is how severe they was like fucking attacking my mental state at the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hold it together, keep it together for my motherfucking child, but I'm like, she cool, she okay. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be okay. She gonna, you know what I'm saying? You don't even understand. See, the plan was for me to stay with my ex. I was supposed to be sacrificed while I was with my ex. My daughter was gonna take my child and sell my child the fuck off to the motherfucking folks in goddamn power. She was gonna get the fuck paid. I was gonna be the fuck on, and my child was gonna be taken by some motherfuckers in the industry and the power and some more shit. I'm telling you, I seen the whole shit. Most High showed me the whole fucking shit, y'all. And I'm like, oh hell no. That shit gonna go down like they gonna have to kill me. So when I got my mental together and shit and everything, I'm like, okay. Cause now I'm like, fuck it. No, I ain't gonna die. I shall live and not die. Okay? For the sake of my child. They kill me, they gonna have to come the fuck and do it, bitch. Because that's the only way they gonna have to get through me to get to my motherfucking child. It's just what the way it's gonna be. Okay? So now I'm understanding everything that's going on. Okay? Spirit say you got to get the fuck out of here, y'all. When I tell you three people, one of which has treated me like an abomination all my fucking life. For one main reason, that was for being a lesbian. I mean, even when I was way young, because I came out when I was like 12, 13 years old. Like it wasn't nobody beat. Okay? When I was that young, this bitch told me, if you're not living the way I want you to live, if you're not doing what I want you to do, then I'm taking you out my way. And I told that bitch, go ahead, bitch. I'm not sitting around here. I'm not some gold digging ass bitch. I'm not sitting around here waiting to fuck you for you to fucking die to see what the fuck I get. Take me out of there. If you don't like me, don't love me because the fuck I'm a lesbian, bitch. You never was for me to begin to fuck with. Who the fuck does that? So I said, fuck it, and went on about my goddamn bitch. I don't care nothing about that. Told me that when I was a child, I swear to God. And bitch, no, I'm not dwelling. No, I'm not unhealed. And all this other kind of shit. That's just a fact, bitch. Something else that I ain't never told a motherfucking soul, bitch. So it's not like I'm dwelling. You privileged to even get this information right now. That shit going in my book. And trust and believe me, I ain't never got to lie on a bitch. I swear for the Lord on my life. The Lord can strike me down any day. Anytime if I'm lying. Told me that. This same person, bro. So by this time, I know they working against my child. Now I'm ready to ride or die in this bitch by my baby, bitch. I can't the fuck sit around here weeping and moaning and in some pity, waiting up, for these motherfuckers to come and get me and shit. I gotta do what I gotta do for my motherfucking child. So that's what it was. Spirit say, you need to get up out of here. At the time, I had to stop working for a little while because my daughter was having problems transitioning in school because of her disabilities and different shit like that or what have you. And the job that I had before that, like my car was literally like sabotaged and different shit like that. Like it was all kinds of shit or what have you. So at the time I'm like spirit, and then the car that I had, so it had to like all this other kind of shit or what have you. I didn't know how I was gonna get this done. Most I made a miracle to fuck happen, okay? Because I like that's when I started working for the cab company, okay? Because working for the cab company, it comes with a vehicle. So I had a fucking vehicle. So I swear to God, I worked like every single day. So either, you know what I'm saying, while my daughter was in the fucking school, made as much money as motherfucking possible, what have you, saved all of that fucking bread. So I got like about $5,000 fucking. And then just so happened while driving a cab one day, I ran across a place that was for rent by the owner or whatever, and like got the place just like that. All I had to do was come up with the fucking money. So I'm like, okay. So had a vehicle, had a job, got to move in a place. Spirit, because Spirit was like, you need to get up out of here, y'all. So I said all that to say there were three people. This is how I knew I was fucking up the setup. I was fucking up the setup. And I was doing, even still doing my ex a fucking favor, because by now I'm finding out one by one people who are close to me are up and involved in this shit. Okay? Um, the woman that's supposed to be my mother that's really not my mother, who is treating me like an abomination every motherfucking day for being a motherfucking lesbian. When this bitch came to me, she was like, you sure you want to do that? Was trying to convince me to stay with my ex. I knew it was a motherfucking set up. I didn't know for sure how it was going to go. They was either trying to sacrifice my ex or trying to sacrifice me. So another reason why I fucking left is I'm still trying to sacrifice my ex. I'm like, if she ends some fucking shit, me fucking leave. I'm thinking me leaving or save her. Maybe she can get out. Whatever this fucking cultist ass shit that she the fuck in. You know what I'm saying? With these motherfucking folks and shit. So, but that was before I even knew for sure, of all her fucking involvement. Come to find that she was involved the whole motherfucking time and shit. But the mere fact, the woman who treated me like a fucking abomination, bruh, because of your radical ass fucking religion, for being a lesbian, you come to me and you ask me, am I sure? She asked me to fuck that. When I went to the motherfucking, went and I did everything the right motherfucking way, man. Before I left, I made sure all the motherfucking bills was paid. I made sure every motherfucking thing was switched over out of my name into my ex's name. Everything was fucking paid. She was gonna be okay, and everything was right. Cause I already had a fucking ex that fucked over me on that type of shit and start all my fucking shit right or fucking along with it. Okay? But anyway, so I won't go through that shit again. Did every fucking thing to fuck right. When I went to the fucking leasing office, the manager, to get my name taken off the lease, the manager asked me, I'm talking about the exact words, are you sure you want to do that? Everybody was trying to get me to stay with my ex. I was supposed to stay with my ex and fuck around and to be sacrificed, man. That's how the shit was gonna go. I get a call one day. The woman that's supposed to be my mother, her father calls me one day. Me and this man don't conversate, don't talk. The last conversation I had with that man, I was like, I was way young. I was a little girl. And I never fucking forget it. He used to say on the street, right down the street from where I live right now. His house, something else is there now, but I never forget it. The house that he stayed in, there was a tornado that hit over here one time. His entire house was swept the fuck up. Wasn't nothing left but the concrete fucking pavement. But before that, and it's interesting because if you go further down the street all the way to the end, I ain't Pudding stayed down there at the end. It's like that motherfucker tornado stopped before it got down there. Didn't even touch that area down there. But I swear to God, this whole damn strip here, this side road, it took all the way the fuck down there. And it is a well down there that's right next to his house, and that well runs pure spring water out of it. People go down there with jugs all the time, filling it up with spring water. Anyway, But I never forget. Me and this man was never too close, and we didn't talk. I'm talking about all my life. If I seen him, it was on occasion. Like usually somebody has died or some shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, like a funeral, every once in a while. I seen him a few times when I was younger or what have you. But once on this man, I never spoke to him again. When I was way younger, I kid you not, I was probably like I was way younger. I know I was under like 10. That man punched me in my face so hard one goddamn time. And the duper delights fucking smile that was on his daughter's face. Now this bitch supposed to be my mother, but you sit up here and let this man hit me in my face like that. And she had this sick, twisted ass fucking little smirk, little grin, like she got some type of sick satisfaction after shit, man. I never spoke to him again. I never fucking spoke to him the fuck again. But it is what it is. I was hurt a lot when I was younger. I didn't hold no resentment. You know what I'm saying? If I seen him, hey, how you doing? Or whatever, went on about my business. He was the third person. He ended up calling me. Hey, your mama done told me that you know all about the secret societies and the Illuminati's. I said, this regular bitch, her. She don't want around here because I told y'all by then when I went through an awakening. Around this time I had started my channel. I was writing a poem. Spirit told me to go back to what I know, so I started back writing. I started back embracing like my creativity and all this other kind of stuff or whatever. And I was doing these readings. I was writing these poems. I put them out and stuff like that. I kid y'all not, y'all get this call out the motherfucking blue, okay? And it was some old gang stalking ass shit because she, instead of her giving him my phone number, this is how this bitch like controlling shit. Instead of her giving him my phone number and letting him call me, she called me with him on three-way. And the whole time we was talking, this is how gang stalkers do. Anytime you're on the phone with somebody and you steady hear them pushing buttons in the phone and different shit like that, they doing that on purpose. If you're talking to somebody and they get to yawning, you know what I'm saying? That's like a sign of disrespect. Like, bitch, shut up. I'm tired of talking to you. I'm tired of hearing from you. You know what I'm saying? Different shit like this. Different shit that the gang stalkers do, baby. I know all the signs and symbols because I understand it all and went through it all, okay? So he's on the phone. And so he say that, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's what she taught you, whatever. And so, I was telling him about my spiritual journey and different things like that or what have you. And he said, so what's going on with you or whatever. And I was like, me and my daughter in a bad situation. Y'all, these people, I ain't never in my life fixed my mouth to ask them for nothing. Not nothing. Okay? I said, me and my daughter in a bad situation right now. I need to get out of here. I need to get on my own feet. And it really had got to that because before it got to that, the woman that's supposed to be my mother, I first time ever in life broke down to this woman. I'm like, please help me. And the type of bitch she is, you know what I'm saying? When she got a man, she don't want nobody else around her man as if I would want to fuck something that you done fucked any goddamn way, bitch. Which lets me further know that you ain't got no respect for me. But this is the type of bitch she is. You know what I'm saying? And, jealous, I don't get. Any other mother, grandmother, got extra rooms, would, and got a child that's in crisis situation, would open up their home for a little while, not forever, bitch. And I got my own fucking money. My daughter got her own fucking money, bitch. I ain't never laid my head. They ain't never not paid my motherfucking way, bitch. And can buy my own motherfucking groceries and some more shit. But I asked her, she did not offer her home to me or my child. So I said, I tell you what. I said, look, just let my baby stay with you for a little while. I said, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm going to make sure I'm coming to get her and take her to school, pick her up, drop her off every single day. You can have all our food stuff, for our food, it's all taken care of. You ain't got to worry about her food. I said, I even give you the income that she was getting or whatever for her staying there as well. You got to worry about me staying there. I can leave my car if I need to, whatever. It's cool. Do you know? She refused to let either me or my child stay at her house. This way, I had to really get up and make some shit happen. That's when the Most High like made all that other shit happen for me or whatever. But I kid you not, the last phone call that I had with her father, I told him the situation, what was going on. He asked me. I told him what was going on and what was happening and everything. I was like, I got to get out of here, granddad. and different things like that. The stuff that's going on. He said, "You sure you want to do that?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck do everybody keep asking me? Am I sure?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was being hinted at that I needed to fucking stay with my fucking. I hadn't been with her 11 fucking years. Nobody cared. Now, remind you, y'all, this is a man that has never done nothing for me in life. That I did not talk to, hadn't really seen since I was way younger. Okay? This is a man who has multiple houses, y'all. Houses that this woman who's supposed to be my mother, she got two other kids. Them houses was put in their names when they were fucking minors. I've been growing on my own since I was 16. I didn't give birth till I was 20 fucking 4. For the longest, I was the only one with a fucking child. If anybody had been given a fucking house, it should have been me. But on this phone call with him, he said, "Well, you know what?" And he was like a loan shark or whatever. Anybody need a loan on some motherfucking money, anything about some gambling, anything like that, he was the one to go to. You understand? One of them cats there. So I'm telling you what I'm doing. He said, let me see what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get you you know what I'm saying, about helping me get a house or what have you. Cool. Do y'all know right after that man was dead? She sacrificed him, right? She sacrificed him because she was jealous of him. That man said he was gonna give me a fucking house. Died. So they So me and my daughter ended up getting the fuck up out of there, and we've been on our own and doing our own thing ever the fuck since. This is how that shit went the fuck down, bro. But I went over that. I said all that and told y'all all of that to tell y'all all this shit going in my book, bro. Oh God, I'm gonna wake up a nation in this bitch. And if it's to my own fucking detriment, motherfucking laws need to be changed. Because it's a lot of people that's struggling. It's a lot of people that's suffering. A lot of people. But I went over these motherfuckers here because I'm like, fuck these all. I don't give a fuck about a gang stalker, bitch. These low life, low vibrational, round away ass motherfuckers, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you wake up and you got people that don't know you the fuck from Adam working the fuck against you, acting some type of way towards you, complete strangers, wealthy, elite motherfuckers, celebrities, folks in government in power and shit that you ain't never done no wrong to. People that halfway know you, that you ain't never even had an argument, altercation, a physical fight to fuck with, wholeheartedly, hostilely working the fuck against you. It's like the fuck, man. I went over all that here, bitch. Where your I fuck with bosses, bitch. Where your boss at? I went to every fucking boss that I could fucking think of. Those that in power on whatever the fuck level, bitch. Okay, Democrats and motherfucking Republican, bitch, because somebody knows something and can make some shake around this motherfucker. But when they neglected me, when they betrayed me, they don't know, but they let me know that they were involved. It was a test. I guess they figured they the only ones that know how to test some motherfucking matters. I guess they figured that, the VAU unit or some shit thought they was the only ones that knew how to profile some motherfucking body. Yeah, I could do it too. So that's exactly what the fuck I did. And me and my daughter had to stand alone. I done went through a lot just to protect my child. And by the grace of God, in another year she gonna be the fuck 18. She ain't fast, she ain't hot in the ass, she ain't around here gyrating, vibrating, twerking, popping, locking, dropping, no none of that bullshit. She ain't pregnant, had no motherfucking babies, no none of that shit. Bitch, this all me. Oh, I had to work. I worked hard for that. And every motherfucking thing, negative, evil, wicked, toxic, or any motherfucking thing I lost. Anybody that ain't the fuck got. Anybody that ain't down with me no fucking more. You was never the fuck for me, bitch. You was never the fuck for me. But you was my motivation. You was just the motivation that I need to be everything that I needed to be for my motherfucking child to get to this day. But anyway, y'all, we gonna wrap this up. We gonna get up out of here. Okay? That's what's going on though. That's what's going on, y'all. Okay, so I hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation that you may know that someone else is dealing with. If you are cross watching, for those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. For those, did I say for those of you? I was looking at something. For those of you who want to donate to the channel, you can do so through Cash App, $ tip diamond 36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond, guys. As always, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked room. I just looked at this card. They say room. This is a wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know, and someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Real quick, guys, we got toxic here. These people are toxic. They're beyond toxic. They are demonic here. But Spirit's saying they knowing that they fucked up. Something has been destroyed, shattered, broken, or fucked up in some type of way, because there's some type of investigation that is going on. Spirit is saying continue in your emotional intelligence, collective, okay? But this was betrayal for the love of money. You were betrayed. There was definitely some deceitful things that happened, black backstabbing type of things that happened. You had traitors around you who were not to be trusted here, okay? And these people made some bad choices here, okay? Yeah, but there's something that has to do with a large lump sum of money. Spirit is saying, okay, you have people in positions of authority, fame, recognition, who abused their power. There was secret, they had a whole secret agenda against you, Spirit. They kept you in a dark. Spirit is saying they kept you in the dark about a lot of things, okay? Spirit is saying as well, okay, collective. You could definitely be someone who is psychic. You're a high priestess, you're a light worker, you're a visionary, a prophet, prophetess, astrologer, seer, revolutionary, or what have you here. But you have some type of psychic power and ability, guys, okay? I'm also seeing magic here. These people have done some heavy magic on you as well. You got witches and warlocks, sorcerers and sorcerers, alchemists, dark priests or priestess, illusionists, witch doctors or Wiccans that has been working against you, that's been doing some heavy magic on you. Spirit is saying, okay, they've discriminated against you. Some type of discrimination has been going on, collective, okay? You've been discriminated against in so many ways, sexually, socially, spiritually, religiously, and in so many ways here, okay? But this torturous attack against you is being investigated here, okay? These people are chained to the devil here. Heavy dark magic has been going on. These people are demonically possessed. Spirit is saying, guys, okay? They're cursed here, okay? These people could have even tried to curse you or what have you here, but they're definitely toxic. They're chained to the devil. In more ways than one, Spirit is saying, okay? They even sold out to the devil here, okay? I'm seeing wealth here, okay? Some type of abundance or windfall. This could have to do with an inheritance, life insurance, or something like that, okay? Something has to do with a large amount of wealth, and this is the main reason that you were targeting, you were attacked. Spirit is saying, collective. You are the victim of injustice, Spirit is saying, by these perpetrators who wanted some type of payback or revenge on you, Spirit is saying, okay? But, you know, These injustices could be overturned, Spirit is saying, guys, okay? These are some karmic individuals who have been working against you. Karmic family, friends, lovers, co-workers, government officials, professionals in power, random individuals, celebrities. These are some karmic individuals who have targeted you, who have attacked you, who have vigorously worked against you, Spirit is saying, okay? These people are bullies, Spirit is saying, okay? They've tormented you. They treated you like an scapegoat. They seen you as an easy target, okay? They treated you like the black sheep. These are flying monkeys, Spirit is saying here, okay? I'm seeing revolution in the reverse here. So we got wealthy elites, a war or uprising, reign of terror here, okay? That you have had to, and the reason why you have endured the things that you have endured, collective fall of civilization with the government here, okay? This is all about greed, corruption, indulgence, and ignorance here, okay? The government is involved in this vigorous attack against you, Spirit is saying, okay? Yeah. Some of you all could receive some type of communications as well, guys. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.